everybody, welcome to the show. This is Michael with FlyZone Drone Show. Happy New Year, guys. Hope you had a great New Year. We're looking forward to a great New Year here on 2021. We have the Droners New Year celebration. We have Johnny Drone Live in the house. So let's bring Johnny in. We have Artco Drones, and we have my brother Sergio in the house. So there they are. How's your New Year's, guys?
Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Sergio, Johnny, Michael. Good to
Hey,
see you.
Art.
Like the Brady Bunch.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. I want to welcome everybody to the show, and wish everybody a happy New Year. I'm spending a little time at the beach here in Orange Beach, Alabama. So I'm kind of got my makeshift studio here, and I got Bill Thomas's T-shirt on here. Yeah, drone therapy.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Great.
Nice. Happy New
Nice.
Year. How's your New Year's,
Oh,
Annie?
and we had a great time. We ate a lot of food. I actually flew the Mini twice today in the morning. Got a nice little sunset video I shot this afternoon. I'll try to do some editing on it. And got somebody who wants to say hello. My granddaughter's sitting right here. Happy New Year from Laney.
Hello,
Hey.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
But it was a great time. So how's everybody? Art, what about you?
Well, I'm doing pretty good here in lovely Arvada, Colorado, just outside Denver. Partly cloudy in the mid-40s today.
Wow.
Art, you looking like you're trying to look like Johnny Drone Flyer right there.
Oh, look who we have in the house.
Oh,
We have
I'm
Captain
looking.
Ray Kelly.
yeah, Ray
Hey.
Kelly, Captain
Kelly.
Ray.
Hey, Ray.
Hey, Ray.
Happy
And
New
we
Year,
have
everybody.
Down there in
Marcus.
sunny Florida.
Hey, we're all here. We're all here.
Oh,
Marcus.
Hey, Marcus.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, guys.
Hey, Marcus.
Hey,
Happy New
Marcus.
How was your New Year, Marcus?
You know, uneventful in these days of COVID. You just got to kind of hang loose. So it was just my lovely wife and myself. But hey, we made the best of it. You can read between those lines however you want. It was a good time. And I actually got out and flew today. I flew the Mavic Air 2 and I flew the Mini 2.
Wow.
Cool.
That was
Throw
great.
my fingers off.
That's great.
Lucky.
I'm
You're
glad you
very
guys.
lucky.
I'm glad you guys had a good New Year. We're looking forward to a new year, new shows, and everyone's gonna do some new videos for the new year and get this COVID done with. So, good year.
Well,
Upcoming year.
I'm hoping to go flying in the morning.
Right. So we have Sam Burns in the house,
Sam Burns.
and we have Place It Here. We have Ken, good old Ken. Welcome, guys. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Hey, Sam. Happy New Year. What happened to Johnny?
There's
Did he
Johnny.
leave us?
Right there.
There's Johnny. Here's Johnny.
So what'd you do, Ray?
Today, I just took it easy. I relaxed today. Ended up having an early dinner.
Did you get drunk? Did you get drunk yesterday?
No, we just take it easy. But we
That's good.
we want to wish everybody a happy, healthy 2021.
Yeah.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Hope
Uh,
everything goes good.
So we're waiting, I guess, for Bill Thomas. Bill Thomas said he was going to join us today. I really want to thank all you guys for jumping in today and celebrate the new year with us, and really appreciate it. It means a lot to us, guys.
Well, you guys got a good show going on here. You got a busy night. You got a lot of competition tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
But
All right. So I guess. Oh, here's John. Here's Johnny. Johnny's coming in again. There we
if you got
go.
other people in the waiting room, you let me know, and I'll be more than happy
Well, we
to
got
step
two
out.
Johnny Drone Fly.
Yeah. I'll get that removed.
There we go.
Yeah, guys, I'm on a mobile hotspot. I don't know what's happening, but Sorry about that.
It's all right, Johnny. It happens. So, guys, did you see the new Fimi, the Fimi X8 Mini?
A mini. I heard about it. Yeah.
No?
I did see that.
Hey, what I want to know is if the FlyZone Drone guys have got them coming. You guys are manufacturers reps, aren't you?
No.
I wish, Marcus. But you know
I
what,
wish.
Marcus? I'm in contact with them, so hopefully they will send me one. I really do. I really hope they would send me one. I talk to them constantly. I talk to the programmer, too, all the time. He's got, I don't know if you guys know him. Actually, he said he's going to join us today.
Oh, that'd be great. Hey, in all seriousness, can I be serious for just a second with regard to that new Fimi Mini? Now, here is my concern. Based on my experience with other Fimi products, they're going to really have to step it up, because what DJI has done with their original Mini and their Mini 2, they're just phenomenal products. And from what I've seen with Fimi so far, and I started out with the Fimi 4K way back, the one that looked like a Phantom. So I've had the A3, and of course I've had both versions of the X8 SE. They just aren't on par with what we're used to now. It's the thing is, what's frustrating about it is they're so close. They do so many things so well, and then other things are just a killer. That as you guys know, that tilted horizon just drives me up a frickin' tree.
Yeah.
I know, Marcus.
I guess the point that I'm trying to make is, with this new Mini, and I'm thrilled that they're coming out with one, because competition improves the breed. They're going to have to price it very competitively, because why would you buy that over $450 for a Mini 2? What's going to make you buy that Fimi Mini? Well, it's going to have to start with price.
Get a little fidget drone.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
This is what I got for Christmas.
Isn't that the thing you can
How do you like that, Art?
Yeah.
How do you like that?
I gotta learn how to fly it first, but it's interesting. I flew it a little while ago, and I guess what you do is you turn it on, you spin it like a fidget spinner, and it starts spinning. And I guess what you do is you kind of throw it to someone, or throw it a certain way, and it'll boomerang and come back. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, hey, guys, guess who came into the stream? Take a guess. Here we go. Here he is.
Oh,
Matt
Suns? No, the good old morning sunrise and sunset master. Here we go.
Oh, wow.
Chris,
with Chris, there's
This is
hope.
the world famous Chris Hope.
Man, that's a nice intro. Thank you, sir. Thank you guys for inviting me.
We have the whole drone community here. Look at this.
It's a good crowd. You two young men are doing a good job, by the way.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Appreciate
I
it.
I love your enthusiasm.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. We'd like to welcome Matt Cundiff in the house. Who else do we have? We said Sam Burns. Sam Burns, we said hello to him. We said hi to Ken from Place It Here. And
Ken.
hey,
How you doing, buddy?
Matt, if you want to come in, I sent you the link. You're more than welcome, buddy.
All right, listen, Matt told me he did want to come in, so I'll step out, all right?
Why you have to step out? I can
step out?
Captain,
I could put up to 10 people in here.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Marcus, how are you?
Pretty good, Mr. Hope. How's things down in Texas?
It's cold, buddy. We ain't used to this crap.
I'll bet it's been cold here in Idaho too.
It's crazy here. It's all icy here.
Well, we ain't got that. I don't have it here, but west of Dallas Fort Worth, it's snowing west, and you get further west, it's really come down. Oh, Johnny.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Look at that, Art.
There's Johnny.
Oh.
Hey, Art's got it going there. Art's got it going on.
Well, now it's under my desk, and well, I can't get at it.
Yeah, I'm having all kind of. Hey,
Now
Mark.
it's just
Hello, everybody in
blinking.
chat. Ken, hello.
Marcus, I was just going to tell you about that mini. The horizon on that FEMA, it would only be a little mini horizon problem.
Yeah, it'd just be a little bit off.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, Johnny, you're gonna get one.
Oh, I will absolutely will get one because I can't let Marcus get ahead of me.
Oh, you know what? Me too. No question. I'll get one. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I just wanted to comment on what I think that FEMA's going to have to do to really get them out there and get them popular.
Yeah.
Right.
I agree.
Yeah, they got a big to overcome that little mini too. Yeah, that's and but competition is good.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, Jones,
Jerry.
I
Jerry
flew the
Bauer.
mini too. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, Jerry, I just wanted to say hello to Jerry Bauer. I guess he's new from Canada.
Sam?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. We got Drone Seekers in the house and Gary Bauer. Welcome to the show, buddy. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the mini, the FEMA mini. I just have to get it. So I'm just curious about it, and I want to see how well they did that drone. I want to see.
I flew the Mini 2 today in winds sustained 8 miles an hour and up to 14-mile-an-hour gusts, and I think they were even bigger than that. And that little Mini 2, you would have never known there was any wind, but you could watch that new on the Fly app. They put that new radar in the bottom left-hand corner, and you could see how that drone was banked from side to side. And when that wind is going, of course, you don't see it on the camera because of the gimbal, but that little drone is banked clear over like that. But it's flying just normal. You would never know it, you know?
Yeah, you're right.
Congratulations,
What are you
Jerry.
doing, Ray?
You bought
You're making
Mini
a racket.
and an Air 2.
What'd you say, Ray?
You're gonna love both drones, Jerry.
Oh yeah.
I agree,
Yeah.
Ray.
The Air 2 especially, man.
I don't like the app that they use. I like the Go4 app. I wish they'd incorporate where you could use both of them. They're not going to do that, but that's fine. But I'd rather have the Go4 app.
You know, Chris, that's interesting that you say that because it's funny. I was just like you. I mean, I'm going, why the Go4 app was so good? Why did they mess with it? But I'm kind of getting used to the Fly app now. I got to be honest with you, and I kind of like it.
I agree.
I don't.
Enough said.
Yeah, it's just personal preference.
Of
To each
course.
his own. But it just I still yet to understand. I don't understand why they didn't incorporate it. They got when you go through the Go app, you get to pick from 10 different drones. Did they run out of room? That's what I wonder.
Yeah.
Yeah, could be.
So yeah. But I did hear. I don't know if you guys saw Ken Dono's live. I forgot if it was live. I don't know if it was live or what. But remember he was talking about the remote pilot. I mean the remote ID. About the real thing about the remote ID. How we probably won't see it for another probably 3 years. 2 years, 3 years,
Agree.
right, Marcus?
Yeah. So they're not going to publish the rule till the end of January, and then it doesn't become effective for 60 days after that.
Right.
And then we have a 30-month window after that before they're going to enforce it. So essentially, you have a 33 months, so almost 3 years. Now there is some more information there, and I know Chris, you were watching Ken Herron's show last night, and Jason Schappert was on there from Remote Pilot 101, and he made me feel a lot better about this remote ID thing. Two important things.
Right.
Number one, he said only the authorities are going to be able to receive what your drone is transmitting, which I'm absolutely fine with.
Yes.
My worry was that the general public, you get some Karen that didn't like that drone up there so if it's just the authorities, I'm okay with it. And then number two, he feels like that eventually the remote ID is going to allow us to fly beyond visual line of sight, which is a big deal to me. And so if we get that, I'm all in and I'm all good with it.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm fine with it too, but I don't want to spend another. And it's
Right.
3 years down the road. Okay, so the next drone I probably buy in a year or so will probably have that kind of ID already built in it, I would think. But
Yeah.
if I don't, I just don't want to have to buy. I don't want to spend another $1,000 on something to make what I got now that I like compliant.
Here's another issue there too, Chris. So you will be able to make it compliant because they're allowing an add-on device. However, that add-on device, they say those will not be allowed to fly beyond visual line of sight. Of course, that's the rule right now. But the other thing I want to mention is if you fly your Mini 2 or your Mavic Air 2, go look through the safety menu and you will find remote ID already in there.
Right.
And you can either turn it on or off.
Yes.
My understanding is, while it's there, there's no receiver yet that will receive it. So, well, Doc Murdoch, Chris, you were in there. Doc Murdoch is who straightened that out for us.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of interesting news.
That was a question, and Doc answered it for me last night.
Yeah.
Doc Murdoch, for y'all that don't know, he's pretty sharp.
He's a sharp SOB, and he is also a private pilot. Am I correct, Chris?
I can't answer that. I'll be honest with you.
I'm not sure. I believe he is.
I know he can fly the hell out of an FPV drone, dude.
He sure as heck can.
How much do you think this add-on module is going to cost, Marcus?
Oh, shoot, Ray, that's the $6 million question. I suspect there'll be plenty of competition. Here's the deal: if they make it more than $100 or $150, hell, nobody will buy it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm curious. And I've tried to stay out of this. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've tried to stay out of this conversation because I am not smart enough to talk about it. I've got questions just like everybody else does. But
it's all speculation at this point.
No one. Last night was a good sit down, and Ken had that Ryan Laterno, I think is his name. They did a little stream, and I enjoyed that stream, and it basically eased my mind. Like if I want to go fly Sunday morning, I'm gonna go fly because it's not wrote in stone yet, guys. And that's what I felt like everybody thought when it's all come out Monday or Tuesday, whenever it hit. That everybody said, "Oh no, here we go. We gotta go do it now." Well, we don't.
No,
it's a living document from what I understand, and I got a feeling it's going to change before the 3 years is up.
Yeah.
Ray Kelly, you said it. It's all speculation, yes, sir. It's all speculation. The whole thing, to me, in my mind, it's all speculation. Yeah, it's wrote on a piece of paper, but I'm not an attorney and I can't understand it.
Right.
Well, that's why I just read the executive summary instead of reading that whole thing. But the other thing about it that's a little weird is everybody's hanging their hat on this sub 250 gram drone.
Yeah.
In my mind, that's meaningless because the way the FAA is interpreting commercial products now is the first time you post a video on social media, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, you're no longer a hobbyist, you're a commercial pilot. Well, who's going to buy a freaking camera drone if they can't share the picture they took with their friends, right?
Right.
So that makes all of us basically part 107. And so then that whole argument of a sub 250 just becomes a moot point at that point then, because hey, you're gonna have to register and act just like you use remote ID.
Can I say a couple things real quick?
Yes.
Please.
I don't agree. I don't think the DJI remote ID is compliant. That's the first thing.
Nobody said that, Bill. I didn't say that.
I'm just saying I don't think that it is. So
I didn't say that.
Did I say that it was directed at you?
No.
So why would you say that then? That I said that you said that? I was just saying I personally don't think that it is.
Well, because I was the one that brought it up. Is why I said that.
Okay, but yeah, I don't think that it is. So that one, and I think that I think that it's gonna they're gonna mess with us the whole time. I don't think that it's gonna be 30 months. I think that it's gonna be. I think they're gonna jerk us right and left all they can. The one other thing that I heard that some people were commenting about was about first responders not being the only people that can have the information. From what I'm being told is it's going to be stored and you're going to have like a reference key number. And anybody can get that key number. But, they have to have the key number and then they'll have to go into that database and pull all that information out. Now, as to far as if they're going to allow, private companies to make apps to access that, I don't know. But that's my understanding of it is that the data is going to be publicly accessible. And I think Russ even brought up something in his video that was crazy, was that you have to give your launch station and the drone itself while it's in the air. But here's the really odd thing. You can potentially move the launch station after you take off so that somebody can't pinpoint your exact location, but then you're going to have to reset your return to home. You're going to have to reset up again. But then that loophole you watch, they're going to try to close it too, I guarantee. So
good point.
So that's what I'm hearing. And something else, I'm sorry to come on your guys' show and give a plug. We're going to have Chris is coming on. He's going to be a new member of the panel. When we do our new show of drone therapy this next season on January 6th, the actual show is going to be what did I call it? Remote ID. How will remote ID affect you, or something like that? But that's the whole point. I invited a couple of people who've actually put out a lot of information. Do I think they'll show up? I've got my fingers crossed. We'll see. But yeah, it's still confusing as hell. That's the bad thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, Bill, thank you so much for that intro. Bill did the intro for us, guys. I don't know if you guys saw it, that intro. Bill Thomas did it for us. He's the bomb. He's the bomb.
He's good.
Thanks, Bill.
Great show.
But next time I'll make sure that I'll send you some money for the future stuff, buddy.
Okay. Well, I just got here late and I had heard the conversation stuff going on, and I could be completely wrong. The thing about it is what sucks about that document is I read it like 3 different times, and I felt like I got a different interpretation each time.
Exactly.
And I'm just like, it was confusing in some areas.
Every one of us has a different interpretation as well.
Hey, you guys hear that noise? I don't know where is that coming from.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like a little bit of poppy feedback.
Yeah, I think it's
I'm
Ray.
trying to figure that out. I don't know who it is.
That's not mine. No
Oh,
way.
he said he thinks it's Ray. Maybe Ray's just trying to hold his phone
How's
in
that?
position.
Hey,
So
Ray,
it's like flipping.
Ray, let me mute you for a second. Hold on, okay? Let me see if it's you.
Because everybody gets really quiet. We can't tell it that way.
Hey, Bill, I think I'm going to go through each one.
Okay.
Just to check.
Okay.
So, but wait, we need to whistle.
Wait, stop.
It's not my microphone. It's not my microphone.
Stop, hold on. Hello? Is it
No,
me?
it's not you.
Johnny,
Hold on.
you try.
Let me see if
Yes.
it's Johnny. Hold on, let me see Johnny.
I know who I think it is, but I'm not going to say.
Come on, tell us, Bill.
He's well, it depends.
Wait.
He's like, wait, he's up all the way. See, my arm's going. It's all the way. That's where I think it's coming from.
It's all the way up his butt before it
His eyes
is.
are getting big too, aren't they?
Yeah, he liked that poke, Bill.
Wait, do I need to clean my finger?
You went on up through Marcus to get the heart.
Don't make me sing.
Oh no! No, we take it back, Art.
Do it, man. Do it. Art, do it.
Come on, Art. Sing the song. Come on, Art.
Oh, good. Wow. I'm going to be thinking about pulling my finger for the next week. There was an update to the DJI Osmo Action on December the 14th, which you have to install from the SD card.
I didn't. I did it through the app, Bill.
It wouldn't let me at all, man. So I ended up having to put it on the SD card. But the color's definitely improved.
It did. So Bill, on that subject of DJI, yesterday for me was DJI update. Updated the smart controller, updated the Osmo Action, updated the Mavic Air 2, updated the Fly app, and updated the Mini 2. I mean,
wow. Wow. Let's see. I haven't. Yeah, I've already updated the Air. Now, if there's a smart controller update that came out in the last day or two, then I might need to do that. But I think I'm caught up so far.
it's recent, Bill, and for the first time I did that smart controller update just over the air, and it seemed to work okay.
Okay, so you didn't have to connect it to the. You did it through the Wi-Fi.
I just figured I'd try it and see, and it worked fine. Yeah.
Cool. And you flown with it. Okay, see, here there was a weird thing, and I haven't messed with my smart controller because I was gonna take it out like about a week ago and fly it with the Air 2, but I wasn't getting any video feed. So I was like, okay, this is crazy. So I was like, of course, as usual, going, hope I didn't fly it in the sun too long and burn up the sensor or some stupid stuff like that, you know. So I went ahead and reverted it back to the original controller and everything, hooked it all up, everything's fine. I haven't been able to fly it yet, but the camera and everything's okay. So I haven't really gone back. I did refresh the old firmware, so that's why I was asking. You said it was recent, so I'm assuming it was like in the last week or two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So SoCal says, what do you think of the new compass on the V1.2.2?
I dig it because it tells you the exact orientation of your drone at any time, whether you're pitched forward, pitched back, rolled side to side. It's a sweet deal. Now, let me add, it's pretty cool that DJI gave it to us, but you know what? Hubsan has had that for a long time.
Yeah.
I think we've figured out where that sound was coming from.
No, I think I tickled you the right way. That's what it was.
I think it was Johnny's.
No, Ken, my mic is not sensitive.
But Art, he didn't. At least he needs to buy you flowers.
Yeah. Chocolates would be nice.
Enstrom chocolates.
Yeah, there you go. Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute, I'll show up Saturday night and win, and then I'll say keep it.
There you go.
I'm cheap. I'm sorry, man. My wife wanted it.
By the way, I'm doing something different tomorrow, or a new edition. I'm going to do backwards songs, where I'm going to play a song backwards. You have to guess the band and the song.
Ray,
you know what they're going to say about you, son. Give it a couple of weeks.
hey, Ray, can you do
He's playing that backwards music, man.
Ray, can you send Ken, place it here at the link, please? I'm having trouble.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, okay, who all here is going to buy the new DJI FPV drone if and when it ever comes out?
Hey, I'll give you a short answer on that. I want to see what it is first.
Exactly. Me too.
Yeah.
What do you mean you want to see what it is?
I want to see what features it brings to the table, Bill. Listen, I'm not sure that FPV is for me, but if this is a drone that seems like an old bastard like me can fly, I might give it a try.
I got a feeling it's got some GPS control in it. To be honest,
yeah, I'm going to tell you right now. I think it's built for old farts like us to get into FPV, because DJI has a built-in customer base. Us right here. Us old farts.
You're right, Bill.
And I think they're going to do something. They're going to say, "Oh, Grandpa wants to fly FPV, but he's afraid of crashing." And I just think that they're going to set it up so much that that it's going to be like driving a damn Tesla. You know what I mean? It's going to be like flying an FPV Tesla.
Listen, and Chris, you can answer this probably better than any of us in here right now. But here's always has been my fear about FPV. I watched some really good pilots try and learn how to do it, and it takes them months and months and months before they can just fly that thing and keep it level and go up and down and so forth.
Exactly.
It's a lot of practice.
I'm just not sure I've got that in me.
Well,
Yeah.
Have you ever flown? Okay, here's the thing. Have you ever flown an FPV drone now, Marcus?
Well, I, other than like I've got the what is it, the Bug 6 that Ryan Duvall sent me, the Bug 6, and you know it's like an FPV drone, but it doesn't have a camera on it. In other words, there's no altitude hold. There's nothing. You just got to fly it.
Yeah, but that's okay. But it does have like a 6-axis stabilized on it, doesn't it?
No.
Really? No. I didn't think a Bug 6 would actually do acro flight. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is most of your FPV drones, you can set them up to where they'll have like stabilized flight, or they'll have what is the mid one called? Yeah. What's the
Horizon
mid? Horizon and then full acro. So basically you can take steps. So you can go in full stabilized mode, which makes it very similar to a DJI bird or a toy drone. And then you can switch into horizon mode, and that kind of gives you a little bit more feel of the acro. Right. And then after you get used to that, you can go into full acro. But to be honest with you, it's best to go straight into full acro.
Well, I've heard that over and over again, that really the best way to do it is to start in full acro. I mean, Chris, how did you start?
I'm going to tell you, I started stabilized.
You did?
Same here.
And then, I bumped it up to acro. Acro, I'm going to tell you, acro make your nuts grow up.
It will.
You got to hang on to it.
You got to be the thing about acro is once you first get into it is you can't just tease the throttle, man. You got to you got to punch it out. You got to punch it out.
You got to drive it.
Yeah, you got to punch it out.
You got to drive it and hang on to it because buddy, I'm going to tell you, it'll leave you. I've been there, done that. I've been doing this since August with I bought the Tiny Hawk Freestyle, and it's a little old bitty thing. But that dude, I flew it today and I had a blast with it. I'll put a video up in the next couple of days. It's a great little drone. Then I built the one that Mitch helped me build, and I fly that thing at the farm last weekend. It's great. Flew it in acro, and I'm gonna tell you, you better hang on to it because you're driving it.
I think the DJI drone is going to be more like a cinematic style drone with the abilities to do like acro stuff. I don't think it's going to be. Well, look at the pictures, man. It's too big and funky to do really cool stuff.
What do you got there, Art?
Well, this is a 5-inch that I got off the police auction website, and I sent it to Mitch. He got it fixed up, working, and as soon as I practice enough on the Tiny Hawk 2 and I get proficient at, then I'll fly this because, well, this is like flying a flying chainsaw with the blades on, so you got to be pretty careful with this.
Right. Always disarm.
Michael Wright, hey, welcome, buddy. Chris Wedgeworth, welcome.
Hey, guys, I'm going to step out.
All right, Chris.
I'm going to go over and see Matt over on his show tonight. We usually do Friday nights on his show, but I want to stop in and give you guys some love and let you know we appreciate it.
Thank you, Chris, for coming in, man.
And I'm very happy you were here to see me finger Marcus and Art. So
that's something that'll live in infamy.
Yes, for sure. And I reached deep for that one too.
All right,
Chris, we're replacing you now with Ken.
Tell Ken, take care, buddy. Hey, man.
Good night, Chris.
I ain't gonna leave yet. I gotta say hi to my little buddy over there.
Night, Chris.
Hey, take care, Ken.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you
for
bet. Stopping in, buddy.
God bless. Year, buddy. You bet. Bye-bye. Sarah, everybody in chat, take care.
See you later.
Good night, Chris.
What's up, Ken? How you doing, boss?
I'm good. Thanks for having me on. Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year to you,
Happy
man.
New Year, Ken.
Happy New Year, Ken.
So what'd you do today? Yesterday, what'd you do?
Last night we just shot off fireworks and bugged all the neighbors who got mad at us.
That's what I was hearing last night.
Went over to my parents' house today. We had a good New Year's Day dinner and flew the drones and then came back over here.
Nice.
Cool.
So I don't know if Matt's coming in, but he wanted to come in, so just waiting on Matt too. We're waiting for you, buddy. Don't worry.
I think he's still driving.
Ked, you asked me to send you the link. I only know how to send photos.
Send me a picture. You're going to make me type it all in, https://.
That's what I have to do.
Well, hey, gentlemen, my wife is calling me for dinner, and I'm a fat guy. So, call me anything, but don't call me late for dinner. So I'm going to step out too. But great show tonight. And, we'll see you.
Thank you, Marcus.
All right.
Bye-bye,
Good night,
Happy
Marcus.
New Year, buddy.
Good to see
Happy
you.
New Year.
Good night.
See you later.
Good night, boss.
Oh,
Yeah,
now
my wife-
Bill's in the middle circle.
My wife cooked a phenomenal turkey today.
Oh,
Really?
Oh man, it was awesome.
Dude,
was
we
it
had,
a
we had
turkey
some
calderetta?
we had some lasagna today. Stuffed
No,
lettuce.
I had bought, like, when the turkeys were on sale at Thanksgiving, I bought an extra one and stuck it in the freezer. And she was like, what do I want to cook for New Year's? And we are like, something different. And she goes, well, we got that big turkey in the freezer. And I was like, yeah.
I started one of my New Year's resolutions today. I walked around the marina for about 45 minutes, and I used my cane. But I got a little exercise in.
That's good.
That's good.
You know what, Ray? I'd rather be by you than where I'm at right now. I can tell you that, because over here it's so damn cold and icy, and we had some snow and rain mix and freezing temperature. Everything turned to ice. I can't even have a chance to fly, man.
Wow. I feel bad for you.
Yeah, I'm getting withdrawals, man. I need to fly.
Well,
So-
Ken and I know he don't want to brag, but he posted a great video of our meetup up in St. Augustine. I'm still editing mine, but his came out real good. And we had a great time, didn't we, Ken?
We did. It was a lot of fun. It's still beautiful down there in St. Augustine. It's definitely not cold.
God, I've seen those videos, yeah.
Now, I'm not very good at editing my videos, but I like just going out, flying, simple, and just throw them all online to share.
Yeah.
You taught me that I might start doing that. Just fly around, limit your editing.
So that's a good question to ask everybody whenever they're flying and they're preparing for their videos. Do you do one long video and then edit it and cut it? Or do you take a whole bunch of small videos and then kind of edit each video individually and then put it all together?
Well, what I do is you always want to lay the music down first. You pick a song, you pick the music you want. You always want to lay the music down first, because if you want that professional editing, you want to edit with the music. So as you are playing your videos, you want to cut in between the beat of the music, and you just cut the parts that you don't want, and just match it with the beat of the music. 8 beats per second. So, I mean, I usually edit through the music, and I'll pick my clips, and I'll take the ones that I don't want out. So yeah, someone's got.
Not me.
It's me. My wife is watching like her reality shows. Hang on.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay. Turn that damn thing down.
So that's what I do.
I got to keep up with life. I can watch that, man.
Hey, Ray, I got your shirt on too, by the way.
Nice shirt. Nice
Oh, and
shirt,
that's
Ken.
the editing of the videos. If you want to get more views, if you edit your video, something about you need like a change every 10 seconds to keep the mind going or something, whatever. Yeah, and it's a good idea to pick out music that you want. But I think that you can find music to suit your your cuts as you want. But I personally am lazy as hell. So yes, I'll record one big ass long clip, throw some music on it, and call it rough around the edges.
That's what I do too. I do a long video and I'll cut it here and there, and then just kind of keep it in order, do a little transition, put some words in it, and post it. I'm good.
Yeah, you can do that. That's good too. Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to get views, then you're gonna have to, do some little editing and like Mike was saying, that's how Billy Kyle will do it. Right. He'll actually pick out his music ahead of time, and then he'll throw his clips in to match. But the different part is, and that's why I think that you can match your clips if you like something. If you like your edits and you want to do it, I think you can find the music to suit it. Is because you can resize your clips and everything. You can change your speeds. So I think that you can do. It just depends on how you are yourself. Like your computer as well. If you got a computer that can hang and can actually do a lot of pre-renders and a lot of stuff like that, and has the power to actually handle all these transitions and effects and stuff. Mm-hmm. That's what happens. What happens with me is I'll get really into an edit, and then my computer will start bogging down, and I'll say, "Oh, the hell with it," and I'll pull all the stuff back off so that my computer can handle it and finish up, and I can get it up. Exactly. That's what I end up doing.
Yeah, that's what happens to me. Yep. Yeah. The computer bogs right down, and this creates more frustration for me.
Yeah, I get that too. I call Bill plenty of times when I have that problem. I go, Bill. Remember, I called you, Bill, and then I called John Coopy, and then they helped me out.
Coopy's the man. Coopy's the all-around man. You talk about him and Ethan Mitchell are like the ultimate jack of all trades. Like Ethan has every area of video and photography filed away, and then John Coopy has every computer and every FPV and drone technology filed away.
Yeah, I love Ethan's opener in his videos. His opener in the beginning.
How do you mean?
His opener, his intro.
Okay.
All those clips he put together really quick like that.
Yeah.
It's something like how Sean Oz does it. It's pretty cool. I like that. Yeah, Ethan's a shit. Sergio, show him Baby Yoda. Show him Baby Yoda, Sergio.
Oh, did he get one too? Oh, now we can't hear him. Did you mute yourself?
Oh, wait a minute. Maybe.
I said.
Oh, okay.
Smile. Hold on. Let me go get Baby Yoda.
Dude, that thing is so cool, Bill.
I want the new one with the wristband.
What wristband?
But there's a new one out that actually will walk along the floor, bro, and it's got like a wristband remote control.
Come on.
I've got to start watching.
No, totally serious. Hang on, wait. Well, I wonder if they'll talk to each other.
You gotta be kidding me. Dude, those things are so popular, guys. Every kid wants one too. It's like it's like the next big thing, like Elmo.
That's a big Yoda.
Well, Furby.
Dude, he's so cute, man. Yeah, look at
Wait.
Oh.
That's a good one, Bill.
Oh, wait. Here you go. Wait.
Oh my gosh.
Hear him snoring?
I love it. I love that thing. So,
well, I'm sorry that Johnny said he had a lagging internet situation. That's why he had to leave.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah,
I feel bad. I know he's one of your main. Well, he's like a co-host.
Wait a minute. What now?
Show.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. Yeah, he said that he was having problems. Number 2.
You got it too.
You got to put it by the mic so we can hear.
Hey, Bill, have you guys ever seen the Lego set for the Millennium Falcon, the really big one?
No.
Yes, like the Imperial Cruiser. I've seen that there's a new one out.
No,
It's like well, there's a new one for an Imperial Cruiser. It's like 6 feet long. I just saw like a teaser, like the Mini 8 thing the other day. I got a buddy that's really into collecting all that stuff.
My son and I are putting it together.
Super cool. Because he told me I had to wear a party hat, but you can't see where it says. Can you see? It says DJI Pilot. See, but then I can switch to this one. Got my Skydio hat.
Oh.
Well, the cool thing, Skydio finally announced the new Enterprise app today. So finally, and it looks like they're going to let the private consumer have it. It looks like we're going to get that super zoom and 360, but we have to pay a little bit extra for it.
Yeah.
But I want to see that super zoom on my Bluebird.
Yeah, so do I.
So, Art, listen, I'm going fishing on Tuesday. I'm going on a boat that I haven't been on in like 15 years.
Yeah, thanks,
So
Ray.
If it's any good, I'll let you know.
You want to see a fish?
Awesome,
Hey, Ray Kelly, you want to see a fish I caught today?
What is it? I can't.
He said it.
It's a bass. We're fishermen too, Ray.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you got a new hand. You got a new tattoo on your hand.
He's got a bass. He's got a bass.
A bass. Okay.
Tattooed on his hand.
You see his mouth open?
I don't think they can see it that good.
Oh,
Sorry.
yes. Now I see it. Yeah.
Wait a minute. I'm going to go get my real dog just to make Ray happy. There he is. Hang on.
I feel bad because Ken drove all the way down to go fishing with me on this boat, and then the trip was canceled. And I was able to reschedule mine, but Ken didn't want to come.
I've driven down there twice now.
Well, you gotta check out Extreme Philly Fishing. He was just down there early in December, fishing around, I think, Broward County. He was fishing the canals and the outlet there. Yeah.
Oh wow!
Ooh, yeah, that's a nice bass.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful.
Bill's got another doll.
Wait, it's my Mr. Bill doll. Wait, listen.
Classic.
Here's what's worse. It's a dog toy.
Oh my gosh.
But I had to have it because it actually.
Who's that, Ray?
I only got bobbleheads.
That's nothing. I've got a Ken doll.
Wait.
Just like Ken Harris.
I got this little guy at NAB a couple of years ago in Vegas.
Is it Ken Dono?
No, this is Ken
I thought it was the original Dobo.
I got dog treats. Come here. I'm tired.
So, anyways, I heard that we have to get monetized for our drone app. When it happens, we have to get it put in
What are you talking about?
for the remote ID.
Yeah. Right now, I wouldn't recommend people putting up drone videos. Isn't that true, Bill?
No, I think you're fine. Just don't do anything.
Fine.
But yeah, just don't. And don't go live. And if you go live, don't get on cam.
Yeah, Sergio's freaking out. He's like, dude, this sucks, man. We're not monetized now. Monetized or not, we're not going to be able to post any more videos. I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure you're okay with that. But yeah, I was kind of thinking that too for a second. You know, it kind of got me worried. But there's Johnny.
Here's Johnny.
Yeah, I don't know, guys. I'm sorry.
Did you replace the hamsters, Johnny?
I don't know. You know
I
what?
think they got tired.
I'm about to throw this phone into my MacBook Air off the balcony here.
Ouch. Can I be at the wait? What's your address? I need to be at the bottom of the balcony. Give me a minute.
No problem, Matt. No worries, Matt.
I'll be
No
right
worries,
there.
buddy.
Oh, damn! I just caught a MacBook Air. I mean,
Look,
airbag back to there.
it's Bill's T-shirt is causing a problem. Look.
Oh, it's my T-shirt that's causing problems.
I'm gonna need
That's the
some.
only. That's the only one of those that's sold. He's the only official therapist out there.
Hey, Bill. Maybe I'm gonna need some drone therapy after this
You,
internet
you,
session here.
you need. But the whole point is they can't see that big logo on the back, man. You see, he's. I should be doing and modeling the drone therapy T-shirt. Johnny Alfonso watching as he walks down the aisle now, folks.
Hey, I've got brace syndrome. Anyway, Michael, I've got to take off. Thanks for inviting me. Guys, good to see you. Happy New Year's. And
No problem, Art.
Don't go,
catch you
Art.
next time.
Happy New Year, Art.
All right.
Art,
Bye-bye.
thank you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Art.
Happy New Year, Art.
So I got a text message from I got a message from Sean Oz. He's still finishing up a client, and he said he'll be coming in if we're still live. So
How much was he charging that client? Well, never mind. I'm not going to say anything. He said he was finishing them off, so I'm going to leave it alone.
yeah, I have no clue.
Oh, never mind. It was my warped mind. Just look over me.
We have Capture Life Connection in the house. Happy New Year, buddy. To you too, buddy.
Happy New Year.
Hey, Stevie. How you doing, buddy?
Okay, so let's see if I get this Wi-Fi update.
So Johnny, I saw that wonderful video you did with that Smart Track on the Xeno 2, buddy.
Yeah, we got out in the parking lot, just played around a little bit. My granddaughters and I.
That was awesome. That thing tracked it pretty good, man.
It did. When my granddaughter was on a little Cub, Honda Super Cub there, and of course she tried to go a little faster, and it did lose it. But on the whole, it did really, really good. They had a lot of fun.
Okay, Marcus.
All right, go ahead. Let's see that.
We'll see if it works. Okay, we're downloading at 5%. All right. So far, so good. This will be cool, actually, because that might have been the issue with the damn Mavic Air the other day. They were getting ready to update the firmware.
Yeah.
And I had already updated the Mavic Air 2. I mean, the Mavic Air 2, so that might have been why I'm getting a video.
I forgot. I don't have to type. I can just talk to the people in the chat. I have a little Chick-fil-A doll in my car in New York too.
I got collectible stuff.
I have over 100 Star Trek figures, Michael Wright says.
Wow.
Oh, very
That's a
cool.
nice collection.
Very cool. Wait a minute. I don't think I have anything nearby. Well, I did do this. This is kind of cool. But this was just like a snap together model of the retrofitted Enterprise. Is this B?
Wow.
Maybe.
Looking
Or was that
forward to
A?
it,
I think A was
Stevie.
the retro.
Yeah.
I think my wife has all that packed away. I got like the old, what was it, the 1968 Shuttlecraft's U.S. postage stamp that's canceled. Yeah, I love Star Trek. I'm a big Star Trek head.
Yeah, so do I.
I love Star Wars. Don't get me wrong, but I'm more of a Trekker than I am a Star Star Wars person.
Really?
Yeah, I like.
I love Star Wars. I love Star Wars.
Oh, I grew up on Star Trek though, man. It was like I come home from school, man, and
Yeah.
And then because when it was first on, I wasn't that old, but my dad used to watch it. So when I was like 3 and 4 years old, I could see it. But then it was like 6 or 7 when it came back into syndication through reruns that I really got hooked on it, and I got hooked on Batman with Adam West and Burt Ward.
Right.
Bam, boom, bam.
Yeah, biff, pow, crack.
There you go. So if anyone is interested in donating to the show, guys, we appreciate your donations. If not, don't worry. Like I always say, we still love you. And please, if you're new watching and you're not chatting, please subscribe, share, and smash that like button, guys. And hello, Baby Yoda.
Ow. All right, the magic moment update now.
Let's take a look.
Is it going to work? Oh, it's going. We're already at 5%.
What are you updating, Bill?
The smart controller. Yeah, because like I said, when I took the Mavic Air 2 out the other day to fly it, I had already updated the Mavic Air 2. And when I hooked it up to the smart controller, I wasn't getting a video feed. So I was like, oh my God, what's wrong? What's wrong? So hopefully, when I rebind these and everything, maybe this will fix that ridiculous issue of switching between drones too.
Hey, Bill. I did have a good morning when I woke up this morning. I got my stimulus check deposited in my account last night.
Oh, wow, yeah. All right. You mean the stimulus?
Yeah, so did I.
I didn't get mine.
Sergio, I think yours went to me.
Huh?
Yours went to mine.
Yours went to Johnny.
I think because the holiday. I think they said that because right before the January 4th. So I'm hoping mine's in process right now.
They didn't. Well, I'll get a paper check.
Yeah, I was surprised this morning.
I'll get a paper check. So that's the way it's gonna. Well, they needed to do that quick because people needed the money.
Right.
I got a buddy that was like didn't know where he was going to get his meds for this month. He was because he's severe diabetic and like got 50 million other diseases and stuff too, and so he depends on his little bit of money.
Yeah.
It's hanging at 16% like it did before. Hopefully it'll go through.
I just hope this new year, Bill, is going to be the greatest for all of us this whole year.
I hope so too.
We had a terrible 2020.
I got a shoulder. I just need a vaccine in it.
I'm not getting that vaccine.
I am.
I just got a notification that in Florida here in St. George County, people are sleeping in their cars to line up for the shot.
It was 2 miles long. It was 2 miles long. It was supposed to be appointment only, but they ended up yesterday. Anybody who showed up, they went ahead and let them get the vaccination anyways. So all on Facebook and next door around here, they're telling everybody to go ahead and go on down. You don't need an appointment when you really do. So it's been a big cluster.
Yep.
Wow.
They should have never let the people with no appointment in. Simple.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Listen, I personally don't think that they should have opened up early like they did.
Well, okay. Look, we ought to get back. Let's get back to drones, man. It's going to drag us down a bad hole.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nice shirt.
That's an older one. Yeah, very cool.
Back to drones. This is a drone channel. Back to drones. Forget the politics. Forget all that.
You guys fly drones?
I flew today. It's not going past 16.
Nice.
It's still not going past 16.
Here,
Marcus, I'm going to
back to drones. Here you go.
There you go, Ken.
It's fully charged though.
Wait, there's more. That's a Mavic Air. Whoa, shit. Shoot. That's a Mavic Air 2.
My favorite drone in the world.
You got quite the collection, Ken.
Hey, Ray, I got you to thank for this one.
Oh, I got to be mean then.
Yeah, that's a nice light.
Hey, actually,
I got that too.
Actually, a guy. His name is Sky Lee. Have you guys ever seen this guy, Sky Lee? He's all over Facebook. He tries to get everyone to promote his product. He has a company and he promotes these strobes. And he sent me an email saying or a message. Hey, would you
it
like
took
to,
forever, but it went past.
He's like, would you like to review my product, my strobes, and go to purchase it. Give me the order number, and I'll reimburse you. I'm like, who do I really know this guy? If he's really gonna, I mean, I don't care, but so I went and ordered it. So I'm gonna do a review on it. So let's see. But they look pretty good. So if you guys are interested in that,
that's an awesome little bird right there.
Yeah,
and I love
Sky
the blue.
Dio, right?
Yeah, the Skydio.
I want to see that thing fly one day.
Dude, that thing's awesome, Ken. That thing's awesome, Ken.
I've had it for over a year, and I've heard all these people saying this, that, and the other about it, and it's never done anything but exactly what it's supposed to for me. And the Skydio people, the instant you have something wrong with it, they contact you. Like I was thinking that I had some issues with it, and it turned out that there was a firmware issue, and they fixed it within like 3 weeks after I had sent them all the info. But what sucks is trying to upload data from this thing to Skydio.
Is that the one that's got the battery that's a magnet?
Yeah. Yeah. Hang on.
It never falls out. It's pretty good.
Oh, it's a serious magnet.
I just noticed that on your name, Captain Oddball.
And that's it. It just magnetized. And
Well, let me put it this way. Here you go.
Yeah. It's a strong
It's
magnet.
that good, man. Oh, dude, you can hold it. Like, see, you have to. There's force. You have to physically rip it apart.
How long is the battery good for, Bill?
About 20 minutes.
Well, he's had that battery about a year, so it lasts at least a year.
Yeah, sure thing. And it's rechargeable. That's even better. Hey, wait, no. Yes, cool. It updated.
Johnny says he's watching now, guys. So, oh well.
Oh no, I feel that's creepy.
Can't talk about him.
That's creepy.
I feel so bad that Johnny's having problems. He usually
at his Alabama beach house. Darn.
Yeah, I mean he usually never has problems. Never.
Alabama internet.
What, is he using the same phone?
No, he's using a hotspot, Sergio. He's by his beach house.
Oh, life sucks.
Yeah, I love Johnny.
And he's got
Johnny's
got some location there too. If anybody's seen his videos, he's really got a nice little condo there, right on the ocean or the Gulf, I should say.
What I would
really nice.
What I would give to be at your locations, guys. You, Ken, Ray.
Me too.
Right now.
I can't complain. I'm about a mile or two. I'm 2 miles from the river. I'm about 9 miles from the beach.
Yeah, rub it in, Ken. Rub it in.
I'm not trying to rub it in, but it's nice. I can't complain.
You can see water off my deck.
You're underwater too, Bill?
Yeah, I could like that lake that I did this summer. That's like 15 minutes from my house, and I'm like right at the, like the harbor coming in the inlet to Seattle, towards Seattle. I'm probably about 17 miles north of Seattle, like right on the coast of wherever it's at. So I mean, I'm up on a hill. I think I could drive 3 minutes, and I'm in the water.
Yep.
So yeah, it's super close.
That's awesome.
Hey Ken, I picked up the Homes for Sale magazine when I was there. I was going through it. There's a lot right on the ocean available. No, I'm talking about up by you, not that one.
Oh.
But there was an oceanfront lot available.
Are you gonna buy it?
Into it.
Yeah, right.
No, but you should look into it.
Oh wow, that's initializing kind of slow. I did find this on the internet. I'm going to put it on top of my case. So it's
What's
like
that?
a vinyl. It's a vinyl Skydio emblem, and Skydios, if they recognize this emblem, they'll land right on the case. So I'm just going to put it. I'm going to do it like this, and put it so that I can switch to my big case, because the little case is just kind of a flimsy little cardboard thing, and it doesn't hold all your accessories and stuff. So I wanted to get something larger. And it's like, if you want to get the GPC case, it's like $215. I was like, oh, it's okay.
Hey, Matt, I
want
to fly down there with you one day for Lauderdale Beach.
Okay.
I want to go down there and chase a cruise ship.
All right, come on.
Hey, Johnny, you're right, too. Everybody has good spots because I travel a lot throughout the year. And obviously, I don't have mountains in Florida. And every time I go out, I like flying on the mountains. And also, whenever the trees change colors, because they don't change where I am, I think that's the coolest thing in the world.
I agree. That's cool.
Wow. Well, there it is. It's updated. Woo.
All good to go, huh, Bill?
I did my update for the Mavic Air 2 today. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they did what they did with the hyperlapse mode. Like, you can put it into auto and then you can steer the camera. But if you steer the camera too much in a hyperlapse, you're going to screw it up.
Yeah, I haven't tried that yet. Like I said, I haven't even noticed yet because I couldn't go out and fly. So, but yeah, I heard about that.
Well, have they updated the Android app? I know they had updated the iOS app. It's updated, but they haven't. Let me see. Because you have to have the newest Fly app in order to access the updated firmware.
Yeah, let me check. I'm gonna check too.
I know that. Like I said,
Okay.
I know that the iOS firmware is updated. It was updated about, let's see, how long? A week ago. Now, Android.
That's good. I'm gonna fly with Matt on Sunday. That'll be fun.
Yeah, they still haven't updated the Android app. The last time it was updated is November 13th, 2020. So it's going to be a little bit longer, I guess, on Android. I think you can actually get the, what is it called? The direct file. I'm not sure. I think they actually have the Android APK file at the downloads. So if you wanted to download it directly or sideload it, but
Right.
it's not in the App Store as of yet.
Oh, Ken,
Yes.
Matt said, wherever you're ready to make that drive down, bro, we will be waiting for you. Man, you guys are so lucky, man.
Yeah, my son's birthday is Sunday, so I can't go anywhere on that day, obviously. And he's going back to college around either the 8th, the 9th, or the 10th. So pretty much I'm busy between now until the 10th. But after the 10th, both my kids will be back in school, and I'll be fair game until I get deployed again.
Wow.
Yep.
I'm
happy
going
birthday,
crazy.
Ken.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I'll tell him. Yes, he's gonna be 19.
Happy birthday from me too.
I'll tell him. Thank you.
You got that tracking number, right, Ken?
I did. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I'm looking forward to it.
You're welcome, bud. So, all righty. So let's see. What else we got to talk about? Go ahead, Ray.
Nope. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna step out. I'm gonna have my little ice cream snack tonight.
You love ice cream.
And I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow.
Hey Ray,
right.
when you go fishing, I hope you don't catch any. Just so you know. Just kidding.
Yeah. For those of you who will be watching, make sure you guys can go check out Captain Ray Kelly and Johnny Drone Flyer. It's the Fly for Fun show. It's tomorrow. What time was it, Ray?
Sunday. Sundays at 4 p.m.
Sunday,
Eastern
Sunday.
time.
Okay.
On the Johnny Drone Flyer channel.
Check them out, guys.
Thank you for the invite, and Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year, Ray. Thank you for coming in.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Happy New Year, everybody in the chat.
Thanks for coming in.
So, yeah.
There we go. I have to go buy a low seat. I have this high seat that I'm not uncomfortable.
Yeah. So.
Here. Hang on, I'm gonna go get something real quick.
Go ahead.
You gonna go give me a chair?
You be like me, man. You get one that's got the pneumatic pump on it.
I need that. I'm trying to find.
Wait.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it.
It'd be cool if I could just keep on going down. Everybody
be
like, "What happened?"
Those are that's a gaming chair, right?
Yeah.
Happy New Year's, Michael Wright.
Oh wow, you got a snake. What kind of snake is that?
An albino snake.
Oh wow,
So if you look, it's not an albino. It's got black eyes.
Oh, dude, look.
It's called a black-eyed leucistic python. She actually does have some yellow on her. So
very cool.
She's bred to actually look like this.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
Yeah. That's one of my babies.
What do you feed it, Ken?
Rats.
Rats?
Rats. Yeah.
Oh.
People who ask what he feeds it.
I mean, don't they eat like? Can't those eat? Don't they eat like rabbits too? And
They can. They can. They go from rats to usually guinea pigs and then to rabbits.
And squirrels.
Wow.
Yep. This is Lizzie. I'm gonna go put her back. I just wanted to show her to you guys real quick.
Yeah,
awesome.
Thank you for sharing that. That's awesome.
Really nice.
So,
hey, Bill, you like my studio? This is my new year. I did it myself.
Oh, very cool. Yours is much. You both are much nicer than mine. Mine's our office that I share with my wife.
I used to do construction work, so you know.
So we wanted to do since we're starting the new year, we wanted to get new things. So new year, new things, new background, new stuff, new videos. We're gonna do a lot of more enhanced stuff. So, but you know, for everyone donating in the chats, you know, everyone that's been donating, we've used that money towards stuff, you know, some lights and some stuff. So we really, truly want to thank you guys for donating, including you, Ken, and everyone else for all that. And Metro Drones, he's in the house, and we'd like to thank you too, Metro, for all your support and your kind donations. So.
Wow, so it actually works when you ask people for money? Maybe I'm doing this wrong.
No.
Maybe I need to start asking people for money, man. Because like I sell my t-shirts so cheap, I make like 43 cents off a t-shirt.
Oh,
that's not going to buy me any lights, is it?
Well, I mean, you know, that money helps, you know, with little stuff that we need. So I mean, it helps. Like the panels in the back, those are actually panels. They're not like, that's not even like real wood. Ain't that cool? It's like like that barn look. But Ken, thank you for the.
Y'all been watching. Everybody's got this Ken Dono replica studio going here, and I'm like, I love Ken to death, you know. But I've got a couple of things coming, but mine don't have anything to do. Well, I take that back. One thing does. It's actually really cool. It's I might be able to share it with you all. Hang on, Mike. Maybe you can share this screen. Let me go. Hang me good. Sorry, am I being too rowdy?
Ken, thank you for the donation, buddy.
Where the heck is Michael, by the way?
Michael who?
Michael is in Philly Drone Life.
Oh, I don't know. He hasn't sent me a message back. He didn't send me no message back or anything.
So I'm getting this. I've already ordered this, but it's coming on the slow boat. So let me do a share. There it is.
So ADK Drones are supposed to join us.
There you go. Share that, and I'll show you. That's one little prop that I picked up. If you want to share that, see, it's actually like a little clock, like an atomic clock type thing, but it's got different panels in it so that the numbers will switch. So I was going to use that for lighting in the background, and I ordered. Where's it at? Hang on. I'm still giving you this. No, wait a minute. Let me get it. Where's it at? Wait. And then I ordered, because I had one when I was younger when they first came out, and I had to get myself another one. So I may have to explain this because it's going to be kind of small.
So ADK Drones, the tester and the programmer for FEMI is gonna come on right now. He was having a few issues with his kids and stuff like that. So he says there was a bit of a nasty storm, but I'm trying to get on now. So
okay,
he'll be joining us.
You see what that is? So actually, that's more of a costume prop item than it is actually for my set. You see what that is? Anybody see what that is?
The gangster hat.
No, look at it closely.
Oh, Indiana Jones.
What is
I had one when they first came out, when Raiders of the Lost Ark came out. I had
Indiana Jones hat.
I had a Stetson Indiana Jones hat, and then when I went off to college, one of my fraternity brothers got drunk, stole it, puked in it, and I didn't want it back after that. So I just kind of said, "You can have it now." So, and I haven't had one since, and I had been looking, and I finally found one. So I will have it for the show, and I have my little clock, and I guess that's as far as I'm going to go. That is until people donate to me.
That's awesome.
I'll blow all kinds of money on stuff.
That's different, Bill. I like that. That's awesome. Metro Jones, take care, buddy. Thank you for stopping in. Happy New Year to you from my family. Yours.
Happy New Year. From one Bill to another.
So.
You guys are in Chicago, aren't you?
Yep.
That's what I thought. I worked in Illinois. Well, I guess we're in 2021 now. I worked in Illinois last year for about 3 months. I was in Bloomington, Peoria, and Chicago area. I was a lot in Rockford and Joliet, and what's north of Chicago? I forgot the name of that city I was in. But
Northbrook?
No, I thought it started with an S.
Skokie?
Yes, Skokie. Yeah. So I worked all up in those areas while I was there.
Really?
I got out of there just before it started snowing.
So wait, were you traveling here to work, or were you?
Yeah, I travel. No, I travel 8 months out of the year. I basically live in hotel rooms. So I'm home right now for a couple of months, and I don't work, don't get paid or anything while I'm home. But then once I go back, I'm out on the road.
What do you do, Ken?
Long story short, I'm a manager of insurance adjusters. Basically, we're the ones who chase the storms, and we contract with different insurance companies.
I used to do that, yeah.
Yeah, we both used to do that, yeah.
Okay, yep.
Restoration, like siding and roofing, yeah.
Absolutely.
I was a salesman for a company. I used to do that.
Yeah, I'm an independent adjuster, but I managed probably over 150 adjusters last year.
Oh, wow.
So I got into the management side instead of having to go climb the roofs anymore.
A lot of hill damage.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Guess who decided to come in?
Who?
The busy man, the man that's always busy.
Sean Oz.
No,
Ron came in. Who is this?
Hey, Ron.
Thanks for the invite, guys.
Hey, thank you for showing up, buddy. Thank you for coming in. Happy New Year to you, from our family to yours, Ron.
Yeah, another cheap plug for drone therapy for next season. Ron, along with help from myself and John Coopy and everybody else, we're going to put together a monthly 107 training show every month on drone therapy. And Ron's going to be the head professor, and then we're all going to help him out if something comes up. Yeah, we're going to do 107 training. So, kind of simple for old guys and stuff, because we're going to go ahead and actually go through it. John's going to do it. I'm going to do it. And Ron's going to do it.
Hey, that's
and it's going to be quite the show since I haven't read War 1 yet. So, but we'll have to play catch up here. I've been kind of lazy during the holidays, but thanks for the Happy New Year's, and I wish everybody, all you guys, had a Happy New Year, and everybody out there in the audience. I know we're still on New Year's Day here, but I look forward to this show. Bill and I have been talking about it for a while, and I hope we can really do something to help the community out, because with these new rules that came down just this week, I think it'll be more important for ever to get a Part 107, even if you don't plan on ever really doing any professional work.
Did you update, Ron?
I did not. I heard there's an update, but I did not.
I did it live on this show tonight.
How'd it go?
It's perfect, and you can do it. Marcus said you can do it over Wi-Fi, and it works perfect. And the only thing is it hangs at 16% again for like 5 minutes, so and then it goes on. So as long as you turn off sleep mode on the screen, you're good to go.
That was what saved my bacon in the last update when he said make sure it doesn't go to sleep. That solved all the issues. I went through a couple shows and Bill got me going. Bill, I did do the MIDI 2 update today, which adds 2x zoom to not only video, but now it adds it to photos also.
Wow.
I haven't done I need to do the Mini 2, I guess.
I just did it. I have a video come out in a couple days, but and I'm working on a Hero 9 video right now. I'm kind of perfected all my settings in there to get a more cinematic look to your video.
Did you know that they updated the Osmo Action? And now it's got better color too.
I heard it was quite a significant update. In fact, I almost used my birthday coupon, which expired today, and I forgot to use it to maybe get an Osmo mobile, because they were only $199. I think I could have got my 5% off.
Well, the thing about was I tried, because they said the same thing to me, that it was expiring, and nothing that I threw in the basket was good enough. Accessories So the only thing, here's the thing. The only thing that worked for me was when I put a drone in. And I was like, no thanks.
Right.
I'm not gonna take I don't want 5% off. I'll take it. I'm okay.
Yeah, Ron, that's a good idea. You guys are doing that though. That 107 thing. That's awesome. I'm definitely looking
hey guys,
forward.
and if that's what you're talking about, this isn't my idea. This is Ron said. Ron was actually thinking about maybe only being on the show part time because he really wanted to dedicate getting his 107. And I was like, well, dude, we all need to get our 107. Why don't we just turn 1 week a month into specifically a 107 show? So, and he was like, that makes sense. But the whole point is we're going to need your all's help as much as us too, because we're going to need input with, like, surely we're going to probably come up with some wrong answers here and there. We might, and we need some correction, and then you can show us where it's at. Then we can implement that in and make sure. And then we've all, like, I have, what is it? What is his name? Jason Schubert. Yeah. Remote Pilot 101.
Right.
And so basically what it is we already have that. So we're going to kind of go, hey, there's another guy too. So
I popped it up on my phone, and then I saw Ron Brown join, and I'm just like, I got to come in and complete the set.
Okay, so
you do.
And so what we're going to do is we're going to kind of go through, and actually John has Remote Pilot 101 also. So we're all going to kind of go through it and do our classes and stuff, and then we're going to come on for the show and do kind of a synopsis or an overview of what we did for that week, and then you all can go do your own studying and stuff from that point on.
And maybe go in order, since we'll be kind of learning as new. We'll just kind of go and maybe order by chapter in Jason's course. I was lucky enough to meet Jason at Spin Up in 2019, and he's really kind of a high energy kind of almost real professional guy. So it was quite impressive. But hey, I want to say hello to Matt. I've never been on a show with Matt before. Matt, it's great to be on a show with you.
Oh, actually, Ken Hofstar plays it here.
Okay, I think wrong name up there.
No, what wrong name? I don't have. No, he's showing.
Ken, great to meet you too.
Yeah, he's showing the chat like we did.
Right.
Yeah.
Ken, great to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Ron, John.
You've already missed the Jake.
Captain, Captain Ray's meet up there a couple weeks ago in Florida.
That's right.
Drone Seekers International in the house. Said howdy, Ron.
Oh, hello.
Happy New Year, guys. Bill, what you drinking?
Cran raspberry. I'm not drinking anything bad.
No, I didn't say you were.
Not doing anything crazy. I didn't even drink, really. I drank one little tiny mix last night. And my wife was like, are you going to drink? And I was like, I really don't feel up to it. And it's just like,
I didn't feel up to it either.
We chilled out and watched the Space Needle virtual thing in the bedroom and said, Happy New Year. And said, but the virtual thing they did with the Space Needle was unreal. They made it look like there were virtual fireworks going off. And she was trying to tell me that they had something there in Seattle that would show the whole thing. And I was like, maybe they don't have a projector that big. And I was like, I don't see how. But they were making it seem like it was actually going on right outside the needle. Like they were even showing shots from inside the Space Needle that made it look like the objects were flying around and stuff in the air. It was crazy. Anyway, I was telling them earlier too, John, that I think that this new DJI FPV drone is going to be like an FPV Tesla, and that they really need to get it. That's my opinion. I think it's going to be a lot easier for just a standard DJI pilot to pick it up and fly it. Really.
Oh yeah, and they know they have to make it that way.
Well, that's their whole fan base, man. It's going to be really difficult to convert anybody else otherwise. So they got to make it appeal to us freaks that want it easy.
For sure.
Well, I've been reading that they think the date got pushed back to February for the release of the DJI FPV drone.
That's what the rumors are saying. Yeah.
Yep, that's what they're saying.
Hey, I want to, Matt and Sergio, did you hear the rumors are getting heavy this week about a Phoebe Mini coming out next year. You guys got any news on that? The Phoebe Mini?
But it's already this year, so it's already coming out this year, right?
Oh, but it's true. Well, I read it a couple days ago, so I'm reading it by reference to seeing that a few days ago, which was 2020.
But didn't they confirmed that it existed, but they don't have any information about a release date or specs or anything, but they did confirm it exists.
Right. You guys all know Gorilla Man. Somebody from FEMA confirmed to Gorilla Man that, like you said, it is real, it is shipping, but no other information, no pricing, no release dates or anything like that. And we all know how FEMA and I'll say Hubson operate. Even when they actually officially announce the product, before somebody in the U.S. will get it shipped to them, another 6 months will pass. So even if they said tomorrow that was a real product and it was going to ship the next week, or nobody in the U.S. would get that thing until like June. Oh, we got some information?
Well, he's supposed to be coming in, isn't he?
We can't hear you, Mike.
I think you're muted.
Probably muted.
That'd be really cool if they made a mini. Yeah, I think there's a lot of manufacturers that you're going to see making mini drones.
Yeah, but it's going to take a lot to touch this little book.
John, I guess that'll be the first under 250 gram mini clone. For getting under that magic 250 gram.
I thought there were already mini clones. There's mini clones. There's no mini 2 clones yet, right?
Yeah, right. Mini 2 clones.
Yeah, I mean, Xiaomi is definitely the company who's in the position to try to clone something to the level of the mini per se.
But but Bill said there's been, well, we'll just say mini 1 clones, but there is, but in my mind, a clone's not a clone if you don't put like a gimbal on it and just throwing a non-gimbalized camera on something that looks like a mini is not a mini clone. You have to get some kind of stabilization on that thing to even get to the level of using the word clone.
Right, Ron. Like the toy grade things that look like the Mavic Mini, they're under 250 grams, but they don't have a gimbal. They're just toys. Like that's just a clone of the body. That's not like a real. Oh, hey, this thing can kind of do just what the real Mini does.
You can't really call fingernail thick plastic a clone of the body either.
Yeah, it should be exciting. Everything the 250 gram category is going to explode now. Absolutely explode.
Okay. John, great you bring that up. We saw the new FFA laws a couple days ago. What do you think that does for the toy section of the drone market, especially
weird
that are over 250 grams?
They're gone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So, I mean, I saw Russ's video today. I watched it. It's a great video. But when I got to the toy section, I completely disagreed with him about the future of the toys because, Ron, there are already tons of toys out there that are under 250 grams. The ones that you have now, yeah, depending on how that whole module thing is going to work, might not be allowed to fly them in a few years.
I got this one here. This toy drone is probably under 100 grams.
Yeah, I mean that'll be fine. I mean, what do the SEMAs weigh, Ron? The SEMAs probably.
I wonder if a SEMA X5 weighed 250 grams. This thing's awful light.
Yeah, I didn't think that they weighed 250 grams either. But like stuff like the Bugs 3, I was talking about with Bill. Like I said, the Bugs 3, that's a toy, big popular toy. I don't know what to do about that. I don't know what would be done about that.
That weighed over 250 grams with the battery in it, right?
Oh, for sure. So what do? You have to hope that whatever module they come up with, you can attach it to it.
And what sucks is it's just to play with too. So you're going to put a GPS remote ID module on your Bugs 3 that you're just going to zip through your yard.
Right? Yeah, everyone's going to do that. Mm-hmm.
It's at least the Bugs 3 had 300 meter range, 300 foot one the other. But how about a SEMA X5? It had a range of from one end of the yard to another, and you got to put a module on that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the toy market is dead. Like he was saying that all these toy makers who have these drones over 250 grams, now they're going to have to scramble to make it work. A lot of them already do. Like Eachine is putting out ones that are below 250 grams. They started well over a year ago. SEMA's got drones under 250 grams as well. I mean, they're nothing amazing. They're just toy grade stuff.
I have a question. Here's my question. Do you think a SEMA X5C1 would actually take off after you attach said remote ID unit to it?
No, absolutely not. No,
I think it's not
it should need it, but I don't think he needs it.
Well, yeah, but I'm just trying to say is if you had some of those drones aren't going to take off once you attach that unit.
Yeah, exactly. But hopefully the ones that you do have to attach it to, though, it can lift.
Like
it.
can you imagine a SEMA X8 with that on there?
Pardon?
A SEMA X8 with that on there?
Oh God, SEMA X8. Yeah, that's a good example. Of
the only good thing, John, is at least those drones they don't have any GPS.
What's up, guys?
What about
hey, Ron, you can do it now. You want to do it now, Ron?
Hello, Matt. Sorry, I said a little early, but
there you go, Ron. Yeah.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
I made it. Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Thank you. I just made it, man. I just got finished eating dinner.
How was it? How was your dinner?
What's going on? It was good enough. It was Pizza Hut. Can't go wrong.
At least your Pizza Hut's still open.
Yeah,
I'm having
mine closed
issues. I
last
can't
year.
even hear the boys here. One sec, guys. Go ahead.
I can you.
Hey, John Cuppy.
Yes.
This is a present to my son. It's the Tiny Hawk 2 Fly More package with the kit.
Oh,
with
cool,
the
man. He's gonna love that.
Okay.
He's gonna absolutely love that.
I hope
He
so.
just
I got a
turned-
little tiny. I can't fly, but that's all right. We'll figure it out.
He just turned 19, right, Ken?
He's turning 19 on Sunday.
Good age.
He's gonna love it.
I saw you were holding up one of the little Tiny Hawks before.
That's mine. I have a Tiny Hawk and I have a 5-inch. I even went out and bought the HDO2 Fat Shark. I can't fly crap with any of that stuff. I just look good.
Yeah. Those are good goggles, though, man. I wish I had those.
I practice with the DRL on the Xbox, and I'm starting to get a little bit better. So hopefully, I don't even have the confidence to take the Tiny Hawk 1 outside and try to fly.
Hey, John, you would have been amazed at the FPV flying Ken Herron was doing last week at the meetup in Ocean City.
Oh yeah, how was that? I didn't get.
Yeah, Ken flew the boardwalk in Ocean City. He flew Lucy the elephant, and he flew the lighthouse up in Atlantic City. Now,
that's
his very first crash. His very first flight, he crashed on the beach and got sand all on because with his gloves on, he accidentally hit the kill switch.
Oh wow!
Oh,
that thing just came down like a rock. Luckily, it was at the beach and hit the sand.
And then he just sat there and spun the motors, thinking it would throw the sand down.
oh no! Oh,
Yeah.
He got lucky that didn't land in the water.
Oh my!
He was
You gotta
actually
get a
nowhere near the
camera
water.
for that one, and even then, it's tough because all the magnetic bits are stuck in the motor now. Oh, God.
The thing is, I thought the same thing too, John. But he flew the same drone at the other two locations and it seemed to fly fine.
Yeah, but it's toast. Trust me. He's got like 2 or more flights in it, and the motors are going to go.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've never had sand in the motors, dude. So that's interesting. Yeah.
All that salt's going to kill it, probably.
I mean, if it's working, it's working. He got lucky.
Roger, Canadian Drone Hub in the house.
And John, apparently, what Ken said, somebody built those drones for him. He doesn't build or repair. Somebody just gives him those drones. So
it's not really an FPV pilot, then, is it?
Hey, Roger, Canadian Drone Hub.
Hello,
Happy
Roger.
New Year, sir.
Happy New Year.
I was on with them the other night.
Is he in the same time zone that most of us are in?
He's on East Coast time zone.
Oh,
Yeah.
East Coast. Okay.
Let me say hi to Roger real quick. He doesn't know me by my name, Ken. He knows me by Play City here. I spent New Year's with him last night. So, hey, Roger, how are you?
Ken, I didn't know your alias was Pleasant here either, so thanks for that valuable information.
Yeah, no problem. You're welcome.
You've been incognito on us there, so now we know you've been outed. Anybody else have any aliases they'd like to reveal?
Hey, Ron, have you talked to Mikey Philly today?
Outside of wishing him a Happy New Year's, I haven't really spoke to him since Tuesday. I spoke to him just briefly.
Yeah,
I'm okay. He's doing okay. He's trying to do a lot of other things besides drones right now on the channel, since he's still on his ongoing negotiations with the FFA at this point. So he's doing as good as you can expect.
All right, Ron. Since we're going to give up aliases, you want to go ahead and tell everybody that you're really DB Cooper?
Yeah, but I lost that $5 million sack of money that I jumped out of the plane with.
Good one, Bill.
You look just like that picture, man. I'm telling you.
The DB's got like a beard down to here now, and hair down to here. I'm too clean cut for DB.
Oh, okay.
We
have
have
a plane somewhere up in here, though. I don't know for sure. Somewhere between here and Oregon.
We have Canadian Drone Hub. Welcome, buddy.
Happy New Year.
Is he coming on with us?
Canadian Drone Hub? No, I don't think it's coming
I was
in.
going to say, it's kind of late for Roger.
Oh, yeah.
I'm waiting for the guy from the FEMI guy. What's his name?
No, that's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, me too.
Frederick.
Frederick, yeah, Frederick.
Yeah.
What do you mean you keep calling him the FEMI guy?
I call him Mr. Femi.
Me too.
So, but I mean, does he work for FEMI, or does he play with a lot of FEMI drones, or?
Well, when we started talking, he says he does a bunch of testing for them and programming or something like that. Isn't that right, Matt?
Matt?
Yeah, he does. He actually has some pretty good in-depth videos on the X8.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You're good. We can hear you clear.
Yeah, he does some pretty in-depth videos. Yeah, he does some good videos on the X8 on his channel. He's got some pretty in-depth when it comes to settings and whatnot. Like the ones he gave you, Mike, I'm running them on mine now.
Right.
Those same settings you sent me, and it's flawless to me. I have no problems whatsoever with it.
So here's what
some
FEMI,
other people.
Here's what FEMI said. Well, and what he sent me, it says our drone Mini currently has no more detailed information. I hope you can wait patiently. At the same time, you can follow our official website for the latest information on the FEMI Mini at any time. Thank you, FEMI. This is FEMI official statement and is going to get the unofficial one later. Point being.
Wait, what now? That was the official statement, and they're going to give us an unofficial one later. So they're going to tell us the truth now, then they're going to lie later. I don't know. You confused me there.
That's what they wrote me. Look.
But do you all get you see what I'm saying, guys?
Yeah. They tell us the truth,
and now they're going to give to us. I don't understand.
Then it says, point being, don't hold out for it. Laugh out loud. It'll be a while yet till they get the Mini out.
Yeah, well, yeah. So like Ron said, 6 to 8 months at least from the time they tell you it's gonna be released.
Right.
Right. So I mean, they could actually make it official next week, because it doesn't matter whether they have anything but a prototype built. They can still say it's here, and we'll take pre-orders, and we'll see you in 8 months when you get the drone. So
exactly.
Is that what you said? Did you say 8 months is a projected timeline?
Matt, I'm kind of just joking around, because it takes forever for companies like FEMI and Hudson to ship the products actually after they announce. At least to us in the U.S. If we live in China, we may have it in a reasonable amount of time, or someplace in Asia. But in the U.S., that thing's not coming until minimum 6 months after they say it's a real product.
Right. I don't think
Ron, I just looked up the SEMA's weight, and the SEMA is good. The SEMA will be safe. It's 103 grams with the battery.
Wow.
And the
no problem at all. You could even do some mods to it and still be under the weight.
Yep. Yeah. Well, the motors won't take much more weight added to it. So thank goodness. Bill, we have good news. The SEMA is saved. It's 103 grams apparently, with the props and the camera.
Yeah, I was listening.
How much?
How much do you guess that the remote ID module will weigh?
Well, you know what? That's a really good question. So it's got to weigh at least as much as a GPS. I'm trying to remember what is the M8N generally cost or weigh here. What is the weight of that thing? I'll find out on race day quads. GPS micro usually weighs. Let's see what do we got here.
Has anybody else started binge watching Cobra Kai? Me? Just me? Okay. I was gonna say I've already started binge watching. I'm like 3 episodes deep.
What do you watch, Bill?
Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai.
My son.
Season 3 came out early, man.
My son was watching it. My wife was watching it. They love it.
Guess who signed on as an executive producer this season? Ooh. Will Smith.
Ooh. Oh yeah.
Really?
I was like, what? I think he's just being nice, but I've actually gotten a couple of messages from Billy Zabka.
Hey Ron, I don't think we'll see that Feeney Mini till probably during Christmas time next year. Guarantee you.
Yeah, I hope you're wrong on that because I think the perfect timing for something like that to hit the market in the U.S. is around June or July because that's when most of us get the good flying weather. Like right now, if a Phoebe Mini came out in most of the upper part of the U.S., it's too cold to fly anyway. It's too cold, too windy. But if they get that thing out June, July, even early August, they'll be in peak flying season for most of the northern parts of the U.S. Be a perfect little drone. If they can come out at the right price and the camera quality.
Here's the question: are there any true Mavic Mini clones out there with 3-axis gimbal, GPS, decent flight time?
No.
So it's going to take FEMI quite a while because unless they're going to throw a piece of garbage at us that they're going to charge like $199, how the hell are they going to compete with, $499 or $449?
$449 base price.
$449 4K drone that does what this little drone does.
I love it.
Yeah, it's no way they're going to compete with it. As far as all the specs, especially the camera. But mostly what these people lack is they may have all the other, they may have the battery life, the range, all that stuff down, but the big miss is always the camera quality and the performance of the gimbal.
The gimbal's a big one, Ron. Gimbal's always a big one.
Yeah, they have to make sure they get that right. I don't mean to be as good as the Mini 2 or better, but just somewhere within striking range.
Right. If they have an issue with that tilt again, dude, screw them, man.
DJI, baby, DJI.
Mine still does it from time to time.
DJI,
yeah, it still does it. It still does it, Matt.
I think what they have to do, guys, is
occasionally it'll still do it.
Yeah,
I had to slow the yaw rate down.
I think FEMI would be wise not to use the technology from the current FEMI X8. They should go to the drawing board and start from scratch so they do not inherit the horizon issue from the current technology.
Mm. Right. I believe that, yeah.
Michael Wright is back.
Yeah, I have no experience with Michael Wright stuff. I skipped all of them. I didn't get the Mi Drone 4K, and then I didn't get the FEMI, the older one, or the 2021. I've skipped all that stuff. I don't know. I just never had a need. I was happy with the Mavic Pro.
How about John? Did you skip that with the Micro 2 drone? Is that the name of it, Bill? The Micro 2. It's kind of like a what do you call it, crowdfunded thing.
Oh, I skipped that one too.
Our friend Sean did an expose on it.
But isn't this, we're like in the fourth one now, Micro Drone 4.0.
In the 4, okay. I'm
4. Sorry. Now. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and he had him on him, just crushing the hell out of him. And he was still trying to come up with all these excuses that made it okay for him to just keep everybody's money. He's like, oh, he done gave it out to the. He was trying to say that. He's like, oh, well, because he said, what was he said? He said he tried to tell him that they'd already paid the manufacturers and that there was no way to give the money back because it was already paid out. And then Sean explained to him, yes, but you took it back to prototype, which means you're not doing the bulk manufacturing. So where did all that money go again? You know, and he just kind of
Hey, Jay Bird, welcome, buddy.
Hello, Jay Bird. Jay Bird's all in on the Phoebe Mini.
Okay, so Ron, what would you want in a Phoebe Mini? Like, what would you expect to have?
Well, what I would want in the Phoebe Mini is I want it to be significantly cheaper than the Mini 2. Like like say it comes, we established the Mini 2 $449. If it comes out at $399, and it's not as good as the Mini 2, that's way too high. They've got to come in $100 under.
Okay, so like if it was $299 per se, and let's say it did, I don't know what, let's say it was able to do the same camera as the Mini 1 for $299.
2.7.
Yeah, 2.7K. Like, let's say they were to meet the Mini 1 for $299 US. Would that be worth biting? I think it would.
That's probably worth it. Go. And the thing is, it'll have 4K because remember, the Chinese companies have no problem working 4K in there. They skip in other ways. Okay, it'll 4K, but it'll have the world's worst lens on it, or it'll have like a gimbal. Even though it has a 2 or 3 axis gimbal, it'll have this micro shake. So they script and save other ways so they can say they have 4K.
What do you think the transfer rate's going to be?
Yeah, Bill makes a good point. Will they get the bit rate up to 100, or will it be like old-fashioned 60-bit rate? That will be the differential. You know, that it won't have the bit rate, so the video won't look as good.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of factors.
Look at this.
No way.
37-minute flight. Where are you getting your info from?
No way.
You're jerking me here. He's pulling my leg, man.
No, Bill, that's a 5-minute bump on the Mini 2, I believe. 5-6-minute bump.
But here's my thing.
We're talking.
By the time the Femi Mini comes out, we'll have a Mavic or we'll have a Mini 3.
I believe so too.
Maybe, unless DJI has problems now because of what happened with them. We'll see.
I believe what Bill's saying. I think so too.
And the problem is the Mini 3 will have that front obstacle avoidance sensor in it, so that's one more thing that they'll have to play catch up in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And what if that little drone has by some weird hook or crook autonomy on it?
Ooh, could be interesting.
It'd be more than interesting, man. It would really mess.
You mean kind of like a hybrid Phoebe 2 Skydio Mini?
No, I'm talking about the DJI Mini 3.
Oh, yeah.
Having AI to rival Skydio.
With a little Skydio built into it.
Yeah, some sensors.
That smaller drone with a 4K camera on it.
And some sensors.
Well, in that case, Bill, we're gonna have to see the Phoebe Mini 1 go real fast to the Phoebe Mini 2.
That's what I think. By the time they get it out, they're going to be so far behind, nobody's going to want it at the price they're going to put it at.
Well, again, you're probably right, and that's why price point's a key. People will sacrifice a lot of things if they can save money.
Probably. Yeah.
No, I don't know about that with drones, especially not me.
Oh, it happens all the time. People will try to save $100, $150 buying a drone.
Yeah. Well, here's the deal. I started out.
What about the Sony P? What do you think?
We don't. The thing about it is I've heard different stories as to what that drone's going to be.
There's one other thing to keep in mind too. Like, we think about this in terms of American dollars, right? But in other countries, this stuff can sometimes be way more expensive for them than for us, especially Australia. For some reason, my friend David, Perth West, he gets screwed. DJI screws them down there. You guys know what a Mini 2 costs there? It's like almost, I want to say it's getting close to like $700 when the taxes and everything else is all said and done. Like, it's that bad there.
But why are the taxes that high there?
I don't know, but the price of the drone is also higher there too.
Yeah, John, you may be we're talking to Dave. You may be quoting just the price of the drone before you put all the duties and everything on it that the government takes. Yeah, in some markets, DJI and other companies significantly raise the prices. But back to the Sony Peak for a second. We don't know whether it's going to be a consumer drone or enterprise drone or kind of an in-betweener. But whatever it's going to be, do you think we'll really see that drone in 2020, or is that something more we'll see maybe at the tail end of 2020 or 2021?
Well, considering 2020 is over with, I don't.
You know what I mean. Behind, do you think we'll see that 2021, or that's a 2022 drone?
Ooh, that's a good one,
Ron. That's a really good one. At the end of the day, none of us really know what kind of development that FEMI has been able to do. If I had to guess.
Are we talking about Sony though?
Maybe
I'm on a Sony Peak now.
I don't think they would have COVID. Maybe Xiaomi has not been able to do as much work with their products per se compared to other years, especially with what happened in China and everything else. So maybe there would be a significant delay in the release of that.
Yeah, because
you're talking about the FEMI or the Sony.
The
Ron's talking about
Mini.
the Sony. Ron's talking about the FEMI.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ron was asking. Yeah. When do we think that the Sony Peak?
Oh God, I have no clue.
I don't think they would have teased us with it unless it's
you would think soon.
Especially Sony. Sony's not going to just
dangle because they're showing it so early.
Yeah, they're not going to. Sony will get it out.
Wait another 14 months and we'll get it to you.
No.
Here's another teaser.
No, Sony's a huge company. They'll just get it. They'll get it done. And since they've already teased about it, it's.
And the thing about it is,
I also don't think Sony will release a product until it's fully baked, though.
No, they won't. But they have tons of money and resources.
But
Sony's really one of the only companies I can think of that can rival DJI in that space.
Well, another thing too, isn't it really cool that Sony is going to come out with a drone right when DJI gets put on the entity list?
I know.
Makes you almost wonder if they didn't know about it ahead of time.
And John, the good thing about Sony is I don't know how they'll do making a drone as far as flying and all of it, but that the camera, since they provide the camera sensors of most of the good cameras in the world, that Sony will have one of the best cameras on the market on day one.
Yep. Exactly. And at the end of the day now, DJI is not allowed to use so much American technology as a result of being on that list. And a lot of people don't really realize just how much stuff comes from here. Software, hardware, all that stuff. Now they suddenly can't use it. They may have prepared for it, but like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe we don't see the Mini 3. Oh, hello.
You want big screen on us?
We don't see the Mini 3 as fast as maybe previously thought.
So we may see another kind of like in 2019 kind of a droneless year from DJI.
I mean, Ron, it really depends on Ron, do you think that they knew that they were going to get listed? Do you think that they knew it? I mean,
I'm sure they have enough people out there, lobbyists, that they knew ahead of time. But the key question is not that they know, how far ahead did they know?
Right. How far ahead did they know? That's the big question. How
much did they prepare to build all their parts in-house? They need to be an Apple, where like Apple develops their own processing chips. Now they don't depend on Intel or anybody else. Apple doesn't depend on. They depend on people for their parts, but not for the intellectual side of it. They develop almost all their key components in-house.
Right, and like Huawei, you know how Huawei has been able to make stuff so far? Huawei knew this, had a feeling this was coming, and they stockpiled what they needed. They just mass bought the tech that they needed, and they stockpiled it. So they're actually going to now start to finally run out of that stock.
Right, and they're such a big company worldwide. They're not as dependent on the U.S. market as DJI is.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it's interesting. I really wonder how much this is going to affect them, and just like new product development going forward. It really depends on what, how far out do they anticipate this happening?
Well, luckily they've got the consumer side of it covered. The Mini 2 and the Mavic Air 2 have a shelf life of at least 2 years in their current setups or whatever. They don't need anything more than some software tweaks for the next 2 years going. But of course we know the Mavic 2 series or the big Mavic series is a little outdated at this point. So that's something they have to worry about because if a Sony Peak comes out, maybe that's compared to the Mavic 2. Maybe Altel comes out with an Evo 3.
Right.
In the next year or something. They face competition in that space, but they're two consumer drones. The Air 2 and the Mini 2 are kind of unrivaled in their space right now.
Right, exactly. And it just kind of makes me wonder, like, okay, they can at least hold the course for probably the next year, couple years with what they've got. But I'm talking about new product development, new innovation, right? Like, even if they saw, oh, man, maybe 6 months down the road, we're going to get banned. We better start buying the chips we need to keep making the Air 2, the Mini, whatever the hell we need. Find different vendors for the memory or whatever the hell, right? They did that. What about new product development? What about, like how much do they need to rethink, to remake? Because suddenly they can't use that component anymore. You know what I mean? That now, okay, they may have stockpiled it to say build the Mavic Air 2, but now what about for something new, right? The stockpile is going to run out eventually, so they've got to figure out what to do after that. It's really up in the air.
Right, innovation.
Hey, Drone Pool.
Innovation could slow down for a while over there, which again, their rivals aren't too good at innovating, so that may not be as big as a deterrent to them as far as business-wise, but it will be a deterrent to them as far as like staying a couple steps ahead of the rest of the industry.
Right, and with Sony getting into the game, that presents a really interesting problem for them.
Yeah, and companies like more American-centric countries like companies like Skydio, of course, if they choose to go heavy in the consumer market, and even though Altel's, I guess, a Chinese company, they're not on the ban list, and they kind of present themselves as somewhat more of an American company than DJI, even though that may not be true, but they try to place themselves as a more Americanized company.
Right.
That'll allow those rivals to kind of maybe get at least somewhat close to DJI's level.
Yeah. Autel, yeah. What is going on?
So hit those thumbs.
Oh, thumbs up. Yeah.
Thumbs up, baby.
We only got 10 thumbs up. Jeez, you guys got to hit those.
How many do we have? What, we got 100 people watching, 10 people, only 10 people put the thumbs up. Come on. It's a new. It's
we
actually
did Billy Drone Life show up and I didn't see him.
Oh,
what?
You said we had 100 people watching.
Oh.
I was like, I thought we got a big star in the house, and that's why we were getting watched all along.
Oh man.
They mentioned Mikey a little bit a while ago, so that probably brought him in.
Here's something that I'm getting a little pissed off about, and I want to say this here if y'all don't mind. I'm getting tired of seeing all these damn, drone schools, that want to teach you 107, take our course, all this stuff. I'm sick and tired of them trying to use Michael as an example, and that's the reason you should.
Oh my God!
I am up.
I agree
with that shit. I'm sorry. Stuff.
Yeah, I agree. It's not a nice thing to do.
I agree too.
I'm like, you're using it for an advertising mechanism, and I'm like, oh. I got an email today, and I was like, I wish I could see you face to face.
Unfortunately, people see the headline and they don't, see everything else. It's just, and then it's a good look, it's a good marketing tactic, right? You got to admit, Bill, it's a good marketing tactic. Like, oh my God, this guy got fined $184K.
But that's the way it starts out, the whole damn email. You don't want to get fined $182,000 by the FAA, do you? Take this course. Become a professional pilot today.
Yeah, I agree. And you know what? And that's ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. Like,
it does, Bill.
right? Ugh.
I agree with you. Bill.
Sorry, but
It's bullshit.
It's wrong.
It came, I got another email today. I can't remember who the hell it was, and it was using him as an example to like scare me into taking their damn course.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it's kind of become in a way, right?
And I feel like going, Jason convinced me, and he also gave me lifetime access. Kiss my backside.
I have lifetime to 101 too. I mean,
yeah, it's
exactly. I never get anything else.
It just kind of, just like I
That's
said, it's
unreal.
like I've seen them on. You'll see them on Facebook. You know, come take our 107 course. We'll bundle flashcards and this and that, and you know, sectional charts, cheat sheets, and all this crap. You know, and then it's, you know, the headline starting out. You don't want to have $182,000 fine from the FAA, do you? Take our course.
Yeah, and you know that stuff is ridiculous too, because like it's such fear mongering. It's really just gonna scare people who just got their new drone into thinking that they need a 107. You don't need, well, you shouldn't need a 107 to do a lot of regular things that hobbyists do that just want to have fun. I mean, it's
right.
But technically, you could say you got 30 months from what, April?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. And the key is, most of us only need the 107 because occasionally we like to post a picture or video here on our social media sites. And that's the only reason most of us need it or whatever, because we like to post to social media. If we would just never turn the camera on, first of all, we wouldn't be in feathers of a business. They would never knew we flew anyways.
Right. And Ron, all of that is a super gray area. The thing is, who the hell wants to go to court and fight that and everything else? Like, you know, I've heard that, and yeah, that's how they view it, and it is what it is. So you got to get the 107. But if that were to go to court, I would love to see someone take that.
Yeah, I would love to see them find somebody who had endless pockets to fight in court. Like, just think if they find Jeff Bezos of Amazon, you know, he could afford to fight the court case for the next 20 years, you know, like it was pocket change. How would they hold up then?
Yeah, I mean, if they come knocking and say you're posting to YouTube, this is commercial activity with a drone, you need to get your 107. Are you going to say no? I mean, most people are not going to say no and try to fight them.
Right. The $150 to get my license is a lot cheaper than talking to a lawyer for 1 hour, let alone having fight the case. But the thing is, it's not just YouTube. They say Facebook too. Like,
I know.
Even though I don't know if you can even monetize Facebook. But say I post a drone picture on Facebook, I'm in father of the business because Facebook may run an ad behind that picture.
My understanding of it is, like, if it's anything that, you know, could give you any kind of attention for something that you might even be making a penny for, then it's a business. I mean, yeah.
That's
and
ridiculous.
Too, here's another twisted thing, right? Whether your flight is a 107 one or not depends on what you intended it to be at the start of the flight. So there's actually this really weird sub-gray area where you could have had a hobby flight, right? And at the time of that flight, your intention was to have fun, but then later on, post that footage or use it for something, and then that's okay. So, like, your intent at the start of the flight.
Yeah, how do you prove your intent? Yeah, how do you prove intent? Like, I'll give you an example, John. Say I just go a hobby flight, right? Never intending to post a video any place, but Bigfoot runs out from behind a tree. So I get the best Bigfoot video of all time. So of course I don't even YouTube, but I posted my Facebook page. Here's Bigfoot running around behind a tree here. All of a sudden, now I'm a professional Part 107 pilot because I luckily had the record button on when Bigfoot ran out from behind a tree.
It's ridiculous.
No, you wait 6 months and you study your ass off and you become a 107 pilot and go, look what I recorded with my drone.
I got Bigfoot. Yeah.
Here's the great thing, though. At least they got rid of the recurring tests where you don't have to show up to a test center every couple of years. You know, $150 is not much money, right? It's really not in light of
the price of a toy grade drone.
Yeah, it's not. But then, you know, the hassle of going to the testing center, retesting every year, keeping up, and $150 on top of it. Man, $150 every couple of years for that when you're not really using it commercially, when you're not actually, like, I don't know, like Ron, I have no interest really in real estate or any of that. I just don't. It just.
John, I went to do a roof inspection at my house this weekend. Are you telling me you're not available?
Yeah, LeVafe does volunteer flights for a charity as furtherance of a business for the charity. I mean, that's just the way they view it, and it is what it is, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, I am not interested in per se. Like when we say commercial activity, we think of, you know, real estate shoots, wedding shoots. I'm just not interested in doing any of that stuff. I'm not.
Okay, I would really rather be just a total smart ass and they come in and they go, you must get your 107 pilot's license. I'd be like, no, hell no. I want to be a medical doctor and graduate with a 70.1 grade point average. Let's operate.
Yeah, I mean, I just think it's really silly if you post to YouTube and there's ads in the video, or, you know, you're even that, a volunteer flight for a charity. Like, that's really, you know. That's really,
the crazy thing is, so on YouTube, say you have a small channel, you have 100 subscribers, and you post one video a month, and YouTube decides to run an ad.
That's a whole other problem.
This channel, the FAA considers that you know. You're a part 107 pilot because YouTube runs an ad on your non-monetized YouTube channel.
Okay, what about search and rescue? Isn't that kind of still like a form of charity? Like if you go in and you're helping law enforcement and you're donating your time and you're not a 107 pilot, is the FAA going to come after you because you helped save somebody's life?
It's such a murky area that honestly, unfortunately, if you don't want to get tagged, the best way to avoid any kind of risk is to try to get the 107. But then even then, I guess you got to be careful, right? Because then you don't want to violate
because our skies have been bought out from above us and nobody even knew it was happening. And what's even more asinine is we all know that drone deliveries aren't going to go anywhere. And I would truly like to just meet each one of these boardrooms and meet these people that actually went, yeah, drone deliveries, that's brilliant. You know, but people are trying to say that this is going to segue into flying cars and that this is just kind of a buffer to kind of get us out of the way in the meantime. But I like we see the pizza deliveries in the futuristic movies, but I just don't see it happening. You know,
this package delivery stuff is just so ridiculous. It has such a limited use basis, and oh man, the liability and everything else. I just don't see the buzzing over people's heads. And dude, like a drone can only carry so much. What a car could carry a lot more. A self-driving car, I really think like that's the future.
Well, you guys made a good point. At CES and these kind of events around the world, I think EHang used to make a drone, or I'm probably not saying it right. They have a flying drone car that delivers people off, and that's
you're
right. And for that, of course, they won't want anybody to fly their toy drones in the way, and so maybe they are really clearing it for the when Uber has a fleet of drone delivery cars.
Well, Ron, in the press release from the FAA about remote ID, they literally mentioned package delivery. They finally mentioned package delivery. They're not hiding it anymore. They're not hiding it behind commercial. They're not hiding it behind nothing. They literally finally said it.
And then that's what's so crazy is John's pointing out something that they've never admitted to before, which means they sold our skies.
Right. Even though it's not really going to happen in any near future that you're getting most of your Amazon packages of the drone.
Here's the deal: 53,000 plus people raised hell, and they still sold the skies.
Yep. I mean, that was a foregone conclusion because
it's just like this liability thing. You really think if Amazon and UPS and FedEx pay all that money to the government for our skies, that they're going to be liable for dropping that big heavy drone on your car? Because you know it's going to happen. It's going to happen more than once. But do you really think they're going to be liable?
No, not. If they are liable, they'll be liable in a limited capacity.
Yeah. So if they crash the only vehicle that you have that's valued at $8,000, and they say, okay, we're going to give you $500, but your car's totaled because that drone dropped from 400 feet, what happens then?
See you in court.
But the whole point is if it's, you know, a lot of people couldn't afford it. A lot of people couldn't go through it. And that's what burns. The whole point is we need to put out an information. All of us do. If we put out videos, we need to point out how stupid drone delivery is and how asinine it is for them to have brought it up in the first place, and how criminal it is that they bought our skies away from us. 53,000 people said no.
Like you said, the big point is they bought the skies away from us for nothing, because it's not really going to be a thing anytime in the foreseeable future.
Well, they've had to have pushed the right buttons in order to get the wheels rolling somehow. It wasn't like the FAA just suddenly went, drones are terrible and we want to have delivery drones too. Somebody came in, dropped a proposal on their desk and said, hey, there's a lot of people that, you know, whatever senators or whatever on whatever committee that has to do with that, then I would think that they probably got very healthy campaign funds. That's the way things work.
That's exactly it, Bill. Every government agency has an oversight committee in the Senate. So the people that are on the oversight committee for the FFA, they got a lot of campaign funds in the last couple of years to make all this happen.
So that, you know, we need to be singling them people out and saying, hey, you know, your whole theory of drone delivery was stupid. You know, we're glad your war chest is a little bigger, but start telling the damn truth.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't understand the concept behind it anyways. Like, it's going to save them much more time by putting a drone in the air to deliver a package 5 blocks down the street that you can do with a truck in 2 minutes. I don't understand what the point of the whole drone delivery is. I don't understand why they're doing it.
Right.
It doesn't make any sense.
What they're trying to say is when he leaves the building, right? And then he's gonna have, like, say 14 drones loaded in his truck that have various places that are going to be in the areas that he's working to. So say he's got 2 deliveries that are in kind of rough to reach areas that he might have difficulty turning around or something. Those 2 drones take off while he's delivering in that area. Before he leaves that area, they come back and land in his truck. He moves on. So each area that might have a difficult area, that might have a rough turnaround spot or anything like that, that's what they're trying to say is the logic in it, that it's going to save them time in that way.
Got it.
So, like, if he's going house to house in a neighborhood and you're, you know, an hour and a half away from your delivery, he goes ahead and sends out those 2 drones. Your delivery shows up in 30 minutes instead of an hour and a half. But I don't give a damn. It's not going to really piss me off that bad.
Yeah, and it's just a concept. All it is, Matt, is some executive at some UPS or some Amazon came up with this big plan, this PowerPoint presentation about these drone deliveries, and they can be fast at UPS. And he took it into the board. The presentation was great. They said, "Yeah, we need drone delivery. Let's fund that thing or whatever." And of course, the guy that designed all this. He's never been in a UPS truck in his life, never worked for Amazon. He doesn't know anything about deliveries. He's just some guy that, made this great presentation up, and they bought it.
Yeah, I mean, look, at least for me, where I live, I'll never see the Amazon package delivery. I don't live anywhere even near a freaking Amazon warehouse or nothing like that. It's just going to be completely unfeasible for places like where I live.
Well, that's like I said, that we need to be playing up how, and we need everybody you see on the street just to look and say, "Did you know your skies got sold out from above you?" And they're gonna be like, "What are you talking about?" Yeah, you're gonna have drones flying in your front yard. They're gonna be flying across your front yard to get to your neighbor to drop off packages, and you're just gonna have to deal with it because your skies basically got sold out from under or above you by big business.
Like, yeah, go talk to the guy in your neighborhood that was mad because you flew a drone and you may have flew it over his house or something like that. Wait until he sees all these delivery drones. Who's he going to complain to then?
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Yeah.
Good point, Ron.
That is a good point.
And another thing too, I had posted it was way back in 1946, but it has been brought up a great deal in drone cases for the reason of personal property and personal airspace above said property. And what this had to do back in 1946 was he was a chicken farmer, and they put in an airport nearby, and the planes would go. The landing strip and everything was literally like right in the glide path of his farm. So the chickens weren't hatching, they weren't laying eggs. He was losing money. The farm animals were going crazy for those planes and stuff. So that's what came in. It came to the Supreme Court, and they actually said, okay, you actually have rightful use or property ownership to a certain height above your property level.
I think it was 87 feet, Bill.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know how they came up with that odd number, but I think
there's nothing on the record about an actual footage. Nothing. So if you have, like with my property, where I have that ailing tree in the back that I could need to get up from time to time to see if there's more infection on that tree or not, and get the city of Everett to come out here and chop it down before it endangers my life and my family's life, then yes, I can go up as much as 200 feet. As long as there is something on my property that I need access to in order to check things or whatever. So, and then that's there. So like I'm saying, where that tree, that I've shown it, everybody's seen it a million times in my backyard, that humongous tree that if it was to fall would crush my home. So I have every right to make sure about the safety of my family. And as I've said, I've even shown it a couple more than once in videos that the tree has an infection about 2/3 of the way up. And so from time to time, I get in close to see what it's like. And if anybody says anything, I've got video proof of it. I don't care. So see, there's situations like that that are going to be difficult for them to deal with. And that in itself, as a property owner, I don't care who the FAA is. Without my tax dollars, the FAA doesn't exist. And my property is paid for by me and my wife. So they don't get any involvement in it. Just tough to do. And that I don't see how anybody is going to be able to. And it's like there was a gentleman that came in and commented on that particular thing that I brought up, right? And he was like, "Oh, too many people get confused about this, and they're always bringing it into the drone argument." But it discusses how much airspace, not legal airspace, but airspace you have above your property. And the way it's written is that if there is something on your property that has a above ground, I don't know how you would word it. I can't remember exactly what it said, but it was talking about that you had the right to check things on your property that were high, if that makes simpler sense.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, look, the FAA is supposed to regulate what? Navigable airspace. And until the drone, the little personal UAV, that airspace hasn't really been navigable, right? I mean, and one of the reasons it isn't navigable now is because our drones are considered aircraft. Legally, they're aircraft. So it's funny how what was once not considered navigable airspace suddenly is because of that. And the crazy thing is, if you want to fly this in Class D airspace, you've got to get an unlock for it, even if you're not going to fly above the roof of your house. That's insane. To tell anyone that, and then they're going to tell you, "Are you crazy? Like, is that?" And the answer is yes. Yeah. Okay. So something's not right there. Something's not right there. And maybe somebody will figure out something. Maybe with the race day quad lawsuit. I do think that there could be a strong argument that up to a certain point, they don't have any grounds over.
There it is right there. United States versus Cosby was a United States Supreme Court decision related to ownership of airspace above private property.
Right.
The court held that the title to the land includes domain over the lower altitude, but it doesn't specifically mention an altitude.
Right, but they're saying but yet, if I try to take off of this in Class D airspace in my backyard, I've got to get the unlock for LAANC because then it's not a legal flight. So doesn't make a lot of sense. Something's not right there. I mean, who's gonna argue in court? None of us will. None of us are. But it's I think there's something to be said for that. You know, if you have private property somewhere, there shouldn't be a question about whether you can fly with a drone on it and need this remote ID stuff or need unlocks or any of that crap.
Yeah. But the thing about it is that's what kind of burns me out. I would rather them upgrade Lance and we get access to flying that way. I would really, you know, Lance is so easy. It's just done. You're good. That's it. You know?
It's super easy.
And what kills me is now that's what burns me out is some people who just don't do it and then try to claim stupidity when it's as easy as it is. Now that aggravates me. But you know, hopefully people have learned and are gonna do better. Has anybody heard from him, Mikey? Did you all ever? Nothing.
It's just what I said earlier. You know,
I heard from Sean Osdell. He said he'll be home in 20 minutes and he'll join us.
Oh, 20 minutes from when?
Joining us tonight. That's
20
sweet.
minutes from when?
Now.
Oh, he just texted you again? Cool. Okay, that's cool. So we got to come up with 20 minutes more material before somebody new comes in and gives us something else.
Yep.
Hey, guys, I got to run. Thanks a lot for having me on tonight for the big New Year's Day show. Kind of the Rose Bowl of live shows here. So thanks everybody out in the chat there for joining us today. Go ahead and leave those thumbs up for these guys, and I will see you next week on my regular shows. Good night, everyone.
Thank you, Ron. Thank you for coming in. Happy New Year, buddy.
You're welcome. Happy New Year.
Case aerial imaging.
Good night, Ron.
Oh, we're extreme drone heads here.
That's right. Welcome to the show, Case Aerial Imaging. Welcome. Happy New Year to you, sir.
Oh, let me get over here. I'm going to have to add you. Quick, everybody, search this channel.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Oh, that's funny. As she walked away, she's like, I think they turned your video off.
I
better not be a troll.
Hey, he's got 9 subscribers. Now he has 10.
Hey.
10 subscribers.
Hey, Case. Listen, I'll subscribe, buddy. I'll give you some support, my man. Thank you for coming in.
I'm coming.
Us.
I will have to check it out.
Did anybody link it yet?
Hold on.
Oh, quick draw.
Okay, done and done.
That's something else about YouTube. You got to come up with a unique name, especially now, because if you just call yourself Scott Brown, then nobody's ever gonna find you. So because it used to be, remember, you could like click on somebody's name and then you could go straight to their channel, and then YouTube took that away.
Luckily, I'm literally the only John Coopy on YouTube, so that works great for me.
Yeah,
of course.
But you have, that's something, and like I said, you have to come up with a unique name.
Right.
Because there's like probably 70,000 or well, 7,000 guys named Scott Brown that do drone
I need
videos.
subscribers because I gotta have 100 for a custom URL.
She's asking for subscribers because she needs 100 for a custom URL.
It's the aerial crystal. It's very fun. There's pole dancing, and I'm gonna be vlogging. It'll be super entertaining.
When is she starting?
I already have videos on it.
Oh, I'm sorry. John never links your videos.
Well, Dad, maybe unsupportive boyfriend.
I'm going to tell y'all this. I'm going to tell y'all there is a drone therapy spontaneous show on a Saturday that has a live pole dancing in it.
I will
You
put
have
the
to-
link to her
You have to
thing
find
in
it
the,
yourself.
in
Joe.
the-
I'm not
in the comments if you guys.
I'm not
want
going to
to.
link it though. But there was this actual drone therapy. Remember Curtis and them? They were all going, yeah, do it. So she did it. Okay, I didn't mean to create a completely awkward moment.
I put the link to the Ariel Crystal channel in the thing. It's not.
John, post her link in the chat.
I did, yeah. Yeah, I put it up.
Yeah.
You had them pole dancing.
I subscribed. So
All you had to say was pole dancing, and that was it. Every one of them. Even the ones that
It's
wanted
not that kind. You know, guys know YouTube can only go so far.
Hey, but if she gets enough subscribers, she can have a private section. What is it?
She appreciates it. She's really been trying to figure out how the hell to get 100. And I told her, I said, I'll go to Roger's channel and I can get a few from there at least.
I know a place you need to go. You need to go in that little group that Curtis has, where he does all them wild cartoons.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about? Are you in that group?
Yeah. I you know what? I haven't been in that group for a while now.
He does some wild cartoons. I have to admit, they're very unique.
Yes, that's true.
Yep.
Photos or videos published by non-licensed pilots.
Hey, Mr. Hope, welcome back.
welcome back. Hope.
Yeah, you didn't think we'd still be going, did you? This is stamina over here, folks. This is
Chris Hope was saying, great video. Is that to me?
I guess so.
I'm on John here. You talking about the icing, the ice video?
Yep, sounds like it, maybe.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really icy today, so I took my little whoop and I flew and got the ice off the tree. It was
I
cool.
flew the Mini too, but I didn't get a firmware update. So it must have come out later today.
I could share that flight real quick here.
I'm wondering.
Oh,
what? Who is this? Is this the Femi dude?
Is that Femi dude?
You guys, no, you can't see it. Never mind. Forget it. No biggie.
We're trying.
Well, we're trying to help out here. We're trying to figure out who's coming. Who is it? Sean's another 20 minutes away.
No.
Chris is talking about the Mobula video with the green lights, right? The pole. That's right. I did another video with the Mobula today. You want to see it real quick? If I can share the screen? It wasn't
go ahead,
cold,
do
it was
it.
outdoors.
Do it. Go for it.
Yeah, here. I'll it's a short one. Let's see if I can share a screen here. Application window, I think this will work. Okay, so this was okay, that'll work. Yep. Okay, so this was outside today. We had a huge ice storm. Hopefully this comes in nicely.
Wow, that's how it looks like out by me here, but all snow.
Yeah, we just got a lot of thick ice, and that was it. But I took the whoop out, and I was flying through branches there. It was fun. It zapped the batteries. And this is the Mobula 6 HD.
And your blow up doll got coated in ice.
Yes, I actually unplugged it. The blow up unicorn. Yeah, this was fun. It was a cool flight, but I was only getting like a minute, maybe a minute and 20 seconds per battery because the cold was just killing it, and I was pushing it too. I was seriously pushing it. Let me stop sharing now.
Cool.
It was fun.
Cool.
Nice.
I don't know what the hell it is, man, but I think YouTube just does not want me to get 1,200 subscribers. This is like I'll get 1,199, and then I'll come in and it'll say 1,202 or 1,204, and then I'll come back the very next day 1,199. Throughout the day, it'll go up to 1204, 1205, 1206, and I'll get the very next day, $11.99.
I'm just waiting to get to 4K. I have been wanting to see 4K for a few months now, and I don't upload enough to YouTube. So my climb to 4,000 subscribers is really slow. I am now, let's see, I had 63 new subscribers in the last 28 days, and I'm at 3,957 now. So I'm close.
I'm the actual slowest grower on the planet.
Yeah, so am I. I'm not happy with what I got.
Well, I'm not saying that I'm happy or unhappy. I know that it's the fact that I'm not putting up that many videos. And the thing about it is, and people have told me too, they're like, well, why don't you talk more in your videos, And I was like, I don't know.
Yeah,
the best videos that I've had, I've talked in. So I don't know. People think
battery video did good.
Huh?
You got a
battery
great show,
video did good for a while.
Well, and the Master Air Screw, I still get on the Master Air Screw prop for the original Mavic Air. I still get views on it, and it's just and it's stuff where I actually give an opinion instead of and it's like Billy said. He was telling me that he's like, dude, no, he's like, it's gorgeous. He's like, but we've seen it a bazillion times. So he's like, go somewhere. He's like, the lake video and stuff. He's like, but you only posted 2 videos from there. I was like, yeah, I wasn't really happy with all the footage because of the way the smoking stuff was coming in. And he was like, well, sometimes you just got to post it, whether it's garbage or good, just so that people will come and watch. He said, you may take some hits here and there. He said, but you got to keep putting up content. You got to keep putting up content.
He's not wrong. Unfortunately, consistency is one of the keys to YouTube, which I never ended up following.
No.
Or rather, I did for a while. And then I just got tired of it, and I had other obligations.
What is it I always say? I'm not looking for fame, but I'll take it if it comes.
Yeah.
It's a cheap way of saying I want it, but I'm lazy.
I'll agree with that one. We'll take
I said that it's a cheap way of saying I want it, but I'm lazy.
Yeah, I got a few. I know I want to make a remote ID one, but I'm kind of nervous to make one.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I've been trying to gather information. I feel like my thoughts on it change a little bit every day, so there was no sense in making a video on something that is just, my thoughts are going up and down about it constantly.
Mike, say something. What do you want to say? I thought you wanted to speak, Michael, because you went like this.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh, no, there you go.
How he's coming? What the hell happened?
He probably had on mute. He's trying to probably fix his
Oh, it's his microphone. Okay.
His microphone's shit
his
now.
microphone.
Excuse me, sorry.
Wait a minute. Is this? Yeah. It's pooping out.
It's pooping out. Yeah,
it's pooping out.
I'm used to drone therapy. We don't have a filter on
We're just waiting on her to holler at the camera and go, Daddy said worse than that. Don't worry about it.
We're just waiting on Sean Oz to come on. You see Sean Oz's Insta 360? Well, I shouldn't say Insta 360. It's a 360 something video today on the ski thing. Oh, it's cool. Sean Oz put a cool video up. It's in 5K too. I've never seen a YouTube video in 5K.
I'm sorry, but that kind of came. Well, never mind. I'll just shut up. I heard something.
What did I say?
No, the way you said, Sean actually put out a good video today.
No. I didn't say good video. He put up a cool video.
Yeah, he's like, he actually put out a good video today.
Oh man, you're gonna get me in trouble.
No, it's like me, man. It's like Bill put out a half-ass video today. That's the best I'm hoping for at this point.
360 snowboarding with Sean.
At least rough cool. Around the edges.
It was pretty cool. I thought it was cool.
What kills me, I guess I would probably watch that stuff more if I could actually get out and do it. It's just like my wife has got such cabin fever now. She's like ready to blow.
The Ice Castle of Michael Wright is such a cool video. The 360 you do of that Ice Castle, that's also really, really cool.
Oh, yeah, he's fighting with his mic.
Yeah.
Lots of feedback.
Right. Mike.
Hello.
Probably can't.
Yeah, hold on.
You're supposed to leave the room.
Why don't you mute it for now?
No, something happened. I lost audio in my headphones for a second. So, is that okay? Can you hear me?
Yes, it's working now.
All right.
Next time it does it, everybody go just like this.
So, what did I miss?
We're not. I don't know. We're talking about. He was talking about Sean's 360 snowboarding video.
Oh,
that
okay.
will probably, hopefully, Sean will share when he gets here.
Yeah.
How long has it been? It's been 20 minutes. Where's he going to? Did he go pick up a pizza on the way home?
Hold on. Let me see.
I want a piece. I'd like to eat some more turkey.
I can't wait until we finally get out of the winter. Hopefully, it'll be a short winter, and we'll go into early spring.
Same here.
The cold's a big downer to go fly. I don't want to. I hate trying to fly in the cold.
Oh, I got a question. Okay, Mike, you said you were going to get the new FPV drone. What's the most you'll pay for it?
Not much, could tell you that.
What's not much?
Yeah, but the DJI FPV combo.
I'm not paying no more. I wouldn't pay no more than $1,000 for that thing.
Well, then I guess you're not getting one.
Probably not.
Why? It's going to be more money, Bill?
I think we're guessing around 1,300 to 1,500, maybe more.
$1,500. Yep.
That's the
because
average. That's a
$1,500 minimum.
But you got an awesome controller in there. You got a fantastic set of digital goggles, and you're getting an FPV drone for that price. So it's not like you're getting just one piece of equipment,
right?
Because those goggles will work with other drones.
But the thing I'm afraid of, though, Bill, spending that much money on a drone, you crash it. You know, you got to repair it, and I don't think they're gonna have that where you're gonna repair it like the rest of them. That's the thing. Do you see what I'm saying?
Like I said, I don't think it's gonna. I'm telling you, it's gonna be like a Tesla, a DJI Tesla drone. It's gonna have every bell and whistle on it that can. I don't think they're gonna give you something and say, "Here, blow $1,300, and then in 2 weeks' time, you're gonna crash it and want another one, and we're not gonna do anything about it."
Bill, do you think that they'll probably have like different user levels on it? Like, say for a beginner, it'll practically be like an FPV drone with training wheels, and then say an expert can move all the way up to Mr. Steele's level. If they want to fly it like that, they can fly it that way.
Yeah, exactly. But it's gonna be, and it's probably gonna have an unlock stage. Like you'll have to show significant improvement in order to move to that next tier.
Right.
Or maybe by default, yeah.
Yeah, or you can do
an override where you could say, "Are you sure you want to skip all of your FPV training?"
Yeah.
But people like Ron, for example, won't skip out on his boot.
Yeah, and if you do, you automatically void DJI's.
I could see that happening. Like, I could see them doing something like that. A little FPV training kind of thing built into it. That's interesting.
And it would unlock. It's kind of like you'll have stabilized, horizon, and acro in stages, but we're talking about the control is going to be at an extreme level for each of those. Like,
they have this. They've thought of this. They've thought of the fact that people are going to be getting this who have never flown FPV before, are going to buy this, and cinematographers and all that. Oh, cool. Cool.
That was the text you were trying to show us a minute ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's what I figured.
Yeah, I mean, guys, the goggles alone retail for $500. The goggles alone. So, I mean, for a controller in just outside of DJI stuff, you're gonna spend $100 to $200 on a controller. So, you gotta.
What's the controller that's kind of similar to
the Tango 2?
Right. So, how much is the top of the line Tango 2?
The Tango 2 is $200.
Okay, so we'll just there's your $200 for that, because it's basically, it looks very similar to the Tango I wouldn't even be surprised if they didn't have them design it because it's too close to what they're coming out with. Well, I don't know. A lot of controllers are built that way, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, the Beta FPV radio is built that way. The Tango is built that way. The Freak Sky really had a radio called the X-Lite, too, a couple
We
years
got a
ago.
lot of toy controllers that are built like that.
Tango's got Crossfire in it. What's the DJI have?
DJI controller just has DJI. It's,
DJI.
They have their own link. They have their own.
Yeah, I don't think that they're gonna. I don't think it's gonna run Beta Flight or because they're gonna want you to stay DJI. You know, they're not gonna give you the chance. I think it's gonna have probably proprietary everything.
Yeah,
I don't see it having anything but DJI gear.
Same, absolutely. There's no way, no way. Yeah, I mean, but like, okay, so $500 for the goggles, $200 or $300. Actually, $300 is what they're charging for the Phantom-like remote that they have right now. I think for the FPV system. Like, if you want to buy it separately, I think it's $300. So $500 plus what? $200, $300. That puts you at what? $700 or $800 in the hole already for controller and goggles. So now what's left for the drone, right?
Yeah, most likely I'll probably get it. I'll probably get that DJI FPV.
It's just gonna sting the wallet, but it's I think it's gonna be a hell of a tool for a cinematographer.
Well, that stimulus check is for stimulating the economy.
I'll put it towards that. That's all.
Well, there you go. Yeah, I mean, if you had 1,000 already, the 600 that's coming in, there you go.
Yep.
Jay Bird left. Later, dude.
Going.
Take care.
Yeah, Jay Bird. Thank you.
Hey guys, I got to run too.
Yeah, if Sean better hurry his ass up, or I'm gonna be leaving too. I'm just waiting around to give him hell because I haven't given him hell on live stream in a while.
Right.
Hey,
Of course, he'll be like, "What the hell, man?"
I'm sure he'll be here. He'll be here any minute.
He's gonna text Michael in a minute. He's gonna be like, "I'm gonna wait for Bill to leave."
I appreciate you guys having me on. It was a pleasure.
Hey, Ken.
Ken,
Yes.
good to see you. Good to be on with you.
Nice to see you and put a face with the name.
Yeah, I always like to see the names to the faces.
I got something to say to Ken. Ken, your package is on his
Yeah,
way.
yeah. He said he's got the tracking number. He got it.
Number. Thank you very much. I look forward to it.
All right.
Where's my package?
He won the giveaway, Bill.
Oh, I thought it was a Christmas present. And I thought you didn't like me no more.
We love you, Bill. We love you. Always.
Hey, nice meeting all you guys in person.
Nice to meet you too.
Hey, thank
Happy
you,
New
Ken.
Year,
Happy
Ken.
New Year, buddy. Thank you for.
That's cool. His son is gonna love that Tiny Hawk. That Tiny Hawk 2 kit that he got him. That's freaking awesome. Oh, Johnny,
reappeared.
Ken, I'll keep in touch.
Johnny, supposedly Sean Oz is coming in.
Did you fix
Johnny.
your internet?
Come on in, Johnny. We got Sean Oz coming in about a minute.
Any minute now. We got the Oz man, the Wizard of Oz.
Mr. Oliver himself.
Let's do a countdown. New Year countdown. He'll pop out.
Michael, I'm actually getting ready to jump myself, brother.
All right, brother. Thank you for coming in, man.
I'm getting ready to head out. Yeah, I got to put these kids to bed, man. I appreciate you guys having me on.
We cool. We're cool
Take
with
care,
that.
man.
All right.
I'll keep in. Mikey, I'll text you tomorrow, brother. Thank you.
All right, brother.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Bill, we're holding the fort.
Are
We're
we?
hoping to hold the fort.
Well, we're waiting for Mr. Entertainment to get here
Yeah,
to light
that's-
things up. Because
Here he is. Here he is, guys. My man Sean is in.
we just been.
Oh,
God, it took you so long.
The cool thing is we can ask him all.
Echo.
Echo.
Let me fix that. There you go.
That was kind of cool, though.
I stayed
like
quiet.
that.
I didn't want to hear the echo of my voice.
No, sorry. What my vocals go through this processor, and I had to set everything up and turn it on, and I forgot to turn the echo off because you just tap a button and it's back. So
It's all cool, Sean. It's all cool. You missed a few people today.
Yeah, sorry. I thought I was going to get out of there by 7, and I had a group of 3 people come in, 3 girls come in for a little tattoo, so I had to stay and do them.
Yeah, you told me that. Yep. So Sean, we were talking about that snowboarding video. We wanted you to share that with us. Bill was mentioning it. So,
well, we were waiting on you to get here so you could actually share it, and that way.
That'd be interesting. The people watching your show won't be able to move it, but I could share it on my screen and move it around and talk about it if you want.
Yeah, that's what we mean. Yeah.
You guys want that one or the ice castle? The ice castle might be cooler.
What you guys want to see? The ice
John
castle?
was talking.
I've seen both of them, so it's whatever you guys have.
Which one did you
Personally, the
prefer,
ice castles are
John?
badass.
Which one would you prefer?
I want to
John?
see the ice castle.
Ice castle. I think the ice castle is cool.
The ice castle. Yep.
Hey, Kelly from Ready Set Drone is in with me, and so is Ed Ricker on the ice castle one. Let me pull it up real quick. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked that I was able to figure out how to finally get it to work with the GoPro Max like that. Like the Insta360 ones are really easy to export and do that, but the Max is a bit more of a challenge. Okay, let me just share this real quick.
How was your New Year, Sean?
It was pretty mellow. We didn't really do anything this year.
Right.
I don't think a lot of people did, but I mean, it's nothing to do right now.
Is it still snowing by you?
I mean, it's not today. It's not. It's I think going to be another week before we get snow, maybe a few days. But we haven't had much snow this year compared to normal.
Here it is.
So
wow,
let me
that's
hit play
awesome.
real quick. Let me turn the volume on. So, is that moving when I move it like this?
Yes.
Yeah. See that?
Oh, and this one you can see.
Yeah.
Let me rewind it. So we start here, and with a 360 camera, there's different ways to use them. Discovering how to do this with the GoPro Max was pretty cool.
Wherever you want to look. We are the Dylan
And if you're
Ice
watching this on
Castle,
my
and I
channel,
thought,
you can
hey,
actually grab the
I've done a
screen and
video
just
with it
drag it
as well.
and
You
move
can
it
check it
anywhere
out
you want.
in the description below. But today, turn the camera.
That's
and look
snow on the
wherever
lens. I
you
sort of
want to
screwed up and I got
as we
snow on the
walk
lens.
through this thing.
But yeah, I mean, this thing is so cool. And they built a new one this year.
It's actually
So there's Ed Ricker.
Yeah, it's
Right
pretty
there.
crazy, huh?
There's Kelly.
That's why they tell you to wear snow boots. So look at the
The
ground.
ground, so you can look at the ground.
Oh, choppy ice.
That's all ice. That's chopped up ice.
Wow.
And it's dirty like that because that's where people walk in. And you shouldn't have to worry about this song. It's a free YouTube song for use out of their library. That's one of Gina's friends, and like it's just this big, like, castle that they make every year up here. It's so cool. It's definitely something you should put on your bucket list.
Yeah, that's
Ed
amazing.
and Kelly had never seen one, so they're both just like tripping out on it.
Pretty cool. Wow.
Yeah, I actually had to put this song in, and you see my audio is taken out. Originally, it was just my audio, but YouTube gave me a copyright strike because the Ice Castle plays a freaking song in there, and it ended up giving me a copyright strike.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I had to remove it and just add this in there to replace that section. It should come back with audio shortly. Oh, hopefully it's not out at this one part. Oh, it is. Bummer. So this kid is sitting there, right? And in the original audio, I'm like, you better move, kid. I'm about to break your legs. And he took off.
Ethan Mitchell's in the house.
Right now.
Yeah, that
Yeah, then the audio comes back. But a lot of people don't make it to the very end. Although I've got a couple people that have. And let me see if I can find it. I walk up on Gina and her friend, and they were talking some dirty talk, man, and I caught them.
Stroking them slowly.
It's just a whole big structure you're going to walk through.
Okay,
Pretty
this
cool.
is obviously not made for kids, so
You're recording?
every
Seriously?
single thing. And with that, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, click the little like button, and
Anyways, that's it. That's with the GoPro Max.
Nice.
But they were talking about hiding in the castle, and they were like, "Oh, this is a good place to, do a little this." And I was like, "Whoa, I got you on film."
That was awesome. Hey, everyone, hit the thumbs up for that one. That was awesome. I love that one. That was cool.
Thanks,
I gotta
guys.
go. I gotta go there sometime, Sean.
I think there's 7 of them across the U.S. or
Really?
5. I can't remember. Yeah, there's a few.
Wow.
If one's close enough to you to make the drive, I would suggest checking it out. I've got another video on the channel from the year before when I know somebody who was doing the fire dancing in it, and I was able to get permission to take the drone inside it.
Oh, wow.
Or around it as well. So that's pretty cool.
Got that one?
My kids will love it.
I'd have to look for it, but it's somewhere. If you want me to find it real quick, I could.
Yeah, go ahead. I want to see that one.
It's like a vlog that has drone stuff mixed into it.
Happy New Year, Ethan. Ethan, Happy New Year, buddy, to you and your wife and your family, buddy.
All right, just give me a second to search. You guys talk away while I look for it.
Yeah. Yeah, so Johnny, if you want to come in still, buddy, you can come in. Johnny, I know you had some problems. Try to come in again, man. I know you're one of our hosts as well, co-hosts. So come on in. If you can. So yeah, man, Sean, man, it's been crazy here. We haven't got a chance to fly lately here. The weather is so crappy. We got ice, we got snow, we got freezing weather. Just can't do nothing, man.
Now, welcome to my world, guys. That's how it is. That's why you see in the winter, my channel ends up, you see like more GoPro videos and snowboard videos.
Right.
My fingers, even with like good gloves, it gets cold, man. Okay, here we go. Found it. So let's see.
Oh, wow.
That's what it looks like at night. Ooh.
That's amazing.
Let me turn that volume down a little bit.
That is cool. Now that is cool.
That is unbelievable.
25,000 tons of ice.
Yeah, let me fast forward the vlog part here. Wow, the kids have grown up so much. Yeah. I know I got more drone shots in here somewhere, so. Here is so cool looking.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, are those lights dope? I'm trying to skip around for you. They got these ice windows. Oh, here we go. Here's the fire dance and stuff. This is pretty cool.
Look at that. How long ago was this, Sean?
This is a couple years ago. Not last winter, but the one before.
It's so cool how they have these lights.
Yeah, they have the lights like buried in the ice. It's really cool the way it just glows it all up.
I'm surprised it's not melting the ice, though.
Every night. They work on it every night to add more ice.
Oh, that's amazing. That's a nice shot. Oh, what a great shot. What a great shot.
Most of the shots with the drone is after they close. Like that's actually a drone shot there.
That's amazing, Sean.
It's a little pixely though. But I don't have a high end. The Mavic 2 Zoom is the high end drone I got.
Yeah.
And then this is also mixed with like a Canon T7i on the ground. I don't remember if I used a GoPro in this one. I don't think so.
Wow.
That's so cool.
It's so cool.
The Mavic Air?
What's that?
Did you use a Mavic Air?
On this one, no, I think it was a Zoom. Yeah, here's a little bit more.
Oh, that's neat.
Unbelievable.
See, it's great how you like mix the footage together. It's not just all drone footage.
I find if I do a video, I've got a video that's over 10 minutes long of just drone footage. People watch no more than 2 minutes of it, and then they skip away. So I try to find ways to make other entertainment mixed with it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Like I don't know if you saw, I just did no drones at a ski resort. It's actually a vlog that I'm just snowboarding in, but like the beginning of it is drone footage.
Yep, and you couldn't take off because of the restriction.
Yeah, I mean, I got some drone footage with the Mini too prior to getting to the mountain. Like I stopped on the way there and saw these low-laying clouds under the top of the mountain. I was like, oh, I gotta get a shot of that.
We lost everyone that we came.
But yeah, that's the ice castle at night. It's pretty cool.
Wow, that's some good footage. Oh, I would do anything to get something like that.
Now you just gotta tear up that castle with an FPV drone.
That would be dope.
It would be.
All right,
I'd be all over that.
Since we've interjected new blood into the panel, we need to ask the questions we asked everybody so far. What his opinions are on remote ID, and if he's going to buy the new DJI FPV drone or not.
The FPV drone, probably so. I probably will get that. I've been waiting for it for a long time. When everybody else said DJI's not making it, I was like, yes, they are. I can't tell you how I know, but I know. So I'm not getting one for free. They didn't send me one. Frick, I wish they would. That would be amazing. So if I get one, it's going to be with my own cash. So these ice castles, just so you know, I see 4 of them this year. It looks like they got one in Colorado, New Hampshire, Utah, and Wisconsin. So
What do you think of remote ID? What do you think of remote ID?
You mean like this whole new thing that they're doing with the government has stepped in, and FAA is, I don't know if I should say this and record it. I hate the government doing all the stuff they're doing, man.
Well,
I absolutely think
we're all good here, so we're all good, man.
I think they've overstepped their boundaries. I really do. I think they've put their nose in so far. I think somebody's paying a lot of cash, probably Amazon, and obviously us, like little guys. What we pitch in maybe $5 for the ones that actually register the drone. I know tons of people who never register the drone. I'm not talking about just the Mavic Minis. I'm talking about just hobbyists that buy one and it's a toy to them, you know.
Yep. And yeah, they're trying to wipe us away from flying, man. That's what they're trying to do.
It's really crazy because like this stuff goes back to like RC planes, nitro planes. We used to fly at parks. Yeah, we'd have to keep those in line of sight, obviously, because if you lose a plane out of sight, next thing you know, it's gone. You know.
But there are a few minimal bright points.
Yeah,
like they're going to give us. We are going to have a chance to have more fields. But what was it? What all the people who can't comply. So what's the window for that, John? We were talking about the other day.
The window is something like what, 18 months? But
Yeah,
here's the problem with that. Like, if you're a landowner and you want to apply for a FRIA, you can't, because you have to be a community-based organization. And as we know, I think the AMA is the only community-based organization that exists. So you have to become a CBO, and I think to do that, you need to do a whole bunch of crap. So, like, I can't just go buy 5 acres of property and say, I want this land to be remote ID free. It doesn't work that way.
Okay, but how about this, though? Say you have 100 acres of property. You want to fly your drone. You've got Mavic Air 2. You've got a Mini. You've got whatever. No remote ID on it. It's still going to take off, or are they going to make it so it can't?
That'll be DJI. That'll be up to DJI. Do you think DJI will make their products force remote ID on people? Yeah, they're probably going to, because they're going to have to, because the law is saying that manufacturers will have to conform to that in 18 months.
And we already know they're on the poo list.
They're doing a module for those that have stuff that's before that. But they don't have to force you to not be able to take off. Like they don't have to. That's going to be a choice they make.
We'll see what they do with the old drones, but I want to see that DJI force their old products to come into line somehow.
I'll tell you guys what. I joke around about selling my drones.
You're saying the modules that we have to buy them and put them on our drones now? Even the one that's not.
That would be cool.
Oh,
that's what you're supposed to do. Now is
But
everybody
see,
going
the
to
thing
do
about
that?
it is that you're going to have a module on your remote and on the drone.
I thought it was only on the drone.
Do any of them have remote ID on it right now?
The speculation is you have to broadcast position of the actual control station and the drone's position.
You broadcast where you take off from.
Right.
Right.
So
And
how are you gonna?
that can be saved and stored. Russ's video today actually said that you can record that, save it, and then if you want to, actually, you could move a little bit away from where you took off. He was actually saying that, but he goes, for pilot privacy, is that really even feasible to launch and then move? Like you don't need to have a GPS where you're standing from. You just need to record that takeoff position and then broadcast that.
So have you guys seen this? What's on the screen now?
Let's see. Yeah, let's see. Figure out where to fly, to take off.
Most people haven't even talked about this, but this is already in our drones.
Right. Really?
The remote ID that's in the DJI drones is not in compliance with the new system they're coming up with.
So this is totally different than what they're going to do. This is a way you can find other people flying already.
DJI had talked about this before. It was a couple of years ago. Remember, we were all like, "Oh wow, we can't believe they're going to do this." Remember?
Yeah. But I think this is the Air 2 gives you this option where you can go find other pilots.
Now, is this turned on by default that this information is broadcast if you're flying in the air?
I tell you, John, I haven't actually taken the time to go into this. I keep meaning to go into this because it was like, well, nobody lives by me. There's not a whole lot of people up here. It's a smaller town. How cool would it be to actually turn this on and go, oh, there's another drone guy. I'm going to drive over there and go, what's up? But
yeah, I mean, voluntarily.
See what Ethan said?
No.
Mavic 2 Pro, Mavic Air 2 have the Munis all have the remote ID built into them, but the FAA would have to allow them to be considered compliant.
Right.
See, as the way they're built right now, they're not compliant because they're not approved parts.
And part of the reason why they didn't want to approve that in the beginning was because of the network stuff. They really wanted everything to be hooked up to the internet, and the drone had to be on the internet, and broadcast was no good. So we'll see what happens with that. We'll see.
Remember, part of the stipulation of the unit is that it has to be from approved components, has to be of an approved design. So DJI already built this remote ID unit into the systems without approval from the FAA. So do you think the FAA is going to go, yeah, sure, man, you're on the entity list?
Depends how much of this DJI gives them.
They've already thrown them on the entity list.
That's another problem for them, too.
Yeah, but like we got a whole new system coming in, and that's going to change again.
I've got drones that are 3 years old that still fly. I've got 20 drones that are 3 years old.
We have a new system coming in and all that, but I tell you what, I don't think that that's going to be like front and center on the table.
No, I don't think it'll be the front and center either. But
it could be a year or two.
Go a long way though.
Before because remember, it wasn't just DJI that just got added to the list. I mean,
yeah, that's true.
A whole ton of companies got added to that list.
But I've got a Skydio too that it can really, if I'm using it for tracking, it can only fly 150 feet away from me while I'm tracking. If I'm using it manually, it can go maybe 1,000, 500 to 1,000 because the remote sort of sucks. It's Wi-Fi and it's not that great. So like I think it's ridiculous. Like if you are flying that close to yourself, like I don't think the tracking version of the Skydio should even be effective. Like it probably will be, but it'd be absolutely ridiculous in my opinion.
Did you see that?
No, I haven't seen it. What is it?
The Enterprise app is out now.
Oh,
and they're going to allow consumers supposedly to have access.
That's an expensive drone, man.
No.
Yeah.
The Enterprise is an actual app that you can add like Super View, Super Zoom, 360 to your S2.
Oh, what? I hadn't heard that yet.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can download it.
You can download it, but you have to go pay them for the extra wear.
Yeah, it's this whole thing to me is just so ridiculous what it ended up being. Like they tried so hard to get an exclusion for FPV or just say flying below treetops, flying, and that kind of flying. It just wasn't gonna. They weren't gonna budge on it. They just didn't want to give on
because
anything.
they're being dictated to by big business.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. So, like we were just talking before, Bill, about the fact that if you're in class D airspace, you've got to get an unlock to fly this in your own backyard. Ridiculous.
But not in your home. You can fly it in your home without doing it.
You can fly in your house, yes, because the FAA doesn't control your
But, like,
house.
what's the tiny hawk gonna do, right? Even if a helicopter miraculously, what's it gonna do? It's gonna destroy the tiny hawk. The helicopter won't even. It'd be like a flea hit it.
Right, but just the legal disaster that all this crap is means that you can't fly this legally without getting LAANC unlock.
Here's the question for you, John. You gonna care about that, or are you gonna fly it anyway?
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth.
Even this technically outdoors.
Oh God, Bill, really?
True, John. True.
That's hilarious.
Technically, by the letter of the law, since I live in Class D where I'm at, I would have to get Lance clearance for this at my backyard.
That's right. And also, if you're Part 107 and the flight is a commercial flight,
yeah, I could use this
a
footage.
drone is below 250 grams, it's going to need to have remote ID. So, like, let's say I want to use this for commercial purposes. I don't know what the hell I'll do with it, but let's say you did. You need to have remote ID if it's a 107 flight. You know, this is just ridiculous. And in the name of what? Like, how is this going to make the airspace safer? What safety crisis do we have that we need this crap? I didn't see it.
You know, that's a great point, John. What have you really seen in the news about drones causing huge problems besides of like ladies that are scared of being spied on, right? That's really the biggest thing you ever hear about. Once in a while, we hear about something possibly hitting someone says this got hit or that got hit, and then there's no factual proof to back it up. But you don't hear of a huge issue with drones crashing into neighbors' houses. You know, it's not like a big deal. So it's so weird to me that they've overstepped so far on all this.
Yeah, they did. Well, they never did a risk assessment, Sean. They never did what was called a risk assessment. And a lot of people asked for that because they wanted them to really study, do a study, like how unsafe are these hobby drones? And they just kind of glossed over it. And look at how long unmanned aviation has been going on for, and really what has happened. The whole document was based on impending future doom as more and more and more drones are out there.
And how many pages was it again? It was like 500 or something?
Something
400 something. But and Michael Wright, where you're talking about, what John was explaining a moment ago was if you use that Tiny Hawk for a 107 job.
Right.
It would have to have remote ID.
It would have to have remote ID.
Even though it's so tiny.
Right, exactly.
And another point that he was making was even though the drone is below 0.55 pounds, it would still need Lance approval in Class D airspace. Another reason is it's just a bunch of hypocritical baloney is what we're trying to say.
The kitty hawk?
Tiny Hawk.
Yeah,
you're talking about the tiny little drone.
Right? Like this is a little HD move, okay? You know, I went outside. I took a quick video with this, the ice one that I showed earlier. Okay.
Oh, I was watching that when I was driving home. I was listening to you guys on my way home.
That was fun. That was pretty fun, right?
I was sitting there thinking to myself, John, what? That's ice? What? You need to come visit me.
Yeah.
It's not much, not here in Missouri. No. No, yeah. But like you technically for Class D airspace, you have to get an unlock, and that's if you're a hobbyist, okay? If you're a hobbyist or a 107, you have to get an unlock. And then if you're a 107, I will have to have remote ID on this stupid thing if I want to do anything commercially with that. And we all know the definition of commercial use is very broad, which is a whole other overstepping of bounds that we could get into. But that's
oh god, you get me started. Even the 107 pisses me off. I think the 107 is ridiculous. Whenever I can go out and make a ton of cash filming with my phone, as soon as I do a picture for $50 or something on my drone, I'm now illegal.
Yep.
If you don't have a 107, I think that's ridiculous. And majority of people out there with drones don't know that, don't care, and do what they do.
Yep.
The biggest thing that's painfully obvious is the people that came up with these rules, that planned these rules, that decided these rules, don't know a damn thing about drones.
Yeah.
Welcome to the government. That's how they are with my tattoo studio. When I had to open my studio here, they have no ideas. They got this book of rules that they got from like the 90s that aren't even like legit anymore. They're outdated. And I'm trying to explain to the health department, you need to change this, you need to do that. And all that did was almost get me shut down before I opened the damn business. So you just dealing with the government. Usually you got people like this guy that I dealt with, probably got beat up in high school like crazy, and now he's got power.
Right.
I know it sounds horrible, but I'm not saying all of them are like that, but there's definitely those guys in there.
Well, maybe it would have been a better idea not to pick on him when he was younger.
I didn't pick on him.
I know, but things like that happen. So
Yeah.
I mean, we're all the product of our environment.
No, Ethan. No, of course you're not going to get in trouble if you post a monetized video of this thing on YouTube doing that. Like, people are not even really getting in trouble for doing that as it is. But like, we're just talking about the legal absurdity that it is, right? That technically, in the FAA's eyes, that's against the law unless you have a 107. Okay, I mean, that's what we're talking about. We're also talking about the absurdity that, if you do a commercial flight or one of these things in the future, it's supposed to have remote ID on it. I mean, it's just the technical absurdity of it.
Well, if they kill the hobby side of it, there's going to be no more innovation, period. Because we're their best test people. We're the ones who come up with all the innovation. We're the ones who come up with what's needed on the drone in the future. It has nothing to do with the engineers anymore.
Yeah.
It has to be with the people that use the product. And like I said, the people who went into the boardrooms and convinced them drone delivery was going to make them millions and billions had no clue about drones, because we all know that it's going to take a pretty serious drone with some serious, I don't know, how would you call it, heating and cooling capabilities to haul stuff around, especially food products.
You know what I wish they would do? I wish they would stop. I wish the people who are working on stuff would stop putting their head in the sand and acting like people aren't doing certain things with their drones every day and it's perfectly fine and safe, and work toward making those operations even safer. Like, you know what would have been great? You know what a lot of people would have loved? The ability to have remote ID and legally be able to fly beyond line of sight. Like, to be able to turn that on and then have a helicopter or something to become aware of what your of your drone. A lot of people would actually like that. A lot of people,
and then they put in there specifically no.
And then they put in there no. There will be no beyond visual line of sight operations.
And there will be no ADSB.
There will be no ADSB for you. Okay, great.
I've been at work all day, so I haven't gotten to see any new summaries. I've caught a few things here and there whenever this first came out. But I haven't.
Sean, there were people hoping that the remote ID was going to be a gateway to do beyond visual line of sight operations, and as of right now, there's nothing in there that indicates that.
They've made it clear that there's only one sector that's going to be advantageously looked at.
For now. Yeah, for now.
Well, I mean, if they really want to make it so they're beyond visual line of sight, they just make these companies put a block on them so they can't travel more than like 800 feet away from you, 1,000 feet, something like that.
Yeah.
Like DJI could do that if they wanted to.
Of course.
Yeah, Ethan, I agree. Homeland Security did get in on this as well. Well, I'll see it when it happens, Michael. I'll see it.
Here's the thing. I'm still trying to figure out what benefit a drone in the air is going to give any foreign government about our country.
Well, I mean, they can already get most of that off Google Maps.
Or satellites that they have floating around in space and get 10 times better pictures, well, probably 100 times better pictures. So I'm trying to figure out what the big-ass security risk is. What?
Right. I don't know.
Yeah, SoCal drone beyond visual line of sight, that's different for everybody. But realistically, most of us will go 3,000, 5,000. I can see it. It's a dot, right?
Yeah.
That's all bullshit. We can't see it at that far. I'm killing it. I'm breaking the news here.
On that one too.
No one's seeing it at 5,000 feet away.
And it wasn't me flying the drone, okay? So,
but I had a spot when I did that.
It was Stu.
16,000 feet away, I had spotters everywhere.
That's right. We were in constant contact over the phone.
Yep. And I'm actually working on a video that's pretty funny, John. I'm doing
Oh man, I actually, because Michael gave me the link, I go to hire my man Stu, and he's there every time. Every time.
Hey, John, so I'm doing a visual line of sight. Well, not a visual line of sight. I'm sorry. I'm doing a distance with the Mini 2, but it's got a little bit of comedy in it. You know how sometimes I pop in and throw in some wigs and act like different characters?
Yes.
I'm going to be my own spotter. Multiple clients all over the place.
Okay.
It's going to be a hell of a
really interesting. I'm going to love that.
Hey, Michael, did you link Ethan? Or Ethan, are you not available to come on?
No, I didn't link Ethan. If he wants to come in, I mean, he can.
Well, I don't know for sure. He may be, his missus may be asleep, and he may not be able to.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I'm sure he would give some more interesting input.
Wow, it's 11:15. Oh wow, I didn't even know that. Holy cow!
Yeah, we've been
on 3 hours, man. I think that's a
Dude, you haven't seen some of the early drone therapies.
Yeah, we just go for
5 hours, John. John, what didn't we go like 5 hours a couple of times?
Yeah, the guests will have to go pee and they'll be uncomfortable there, and we'll both still be ranting about, whatever.
Yeah, we would just be going on and on and on and on.
So,
like I said,
getting all the people that you're guest on tonight that you were shooting for, did a few good people show up for you?
Here's the thing, Sean. I text Billy Kyle, and he couldn't make it because he was out of town or something with his girlfriend, and he couldn't make it. And then Ken Dono said that he had some kind of family gathering. He couldn't make it today. He says, but next time, hopefully. And who else?
Ken gave away a drone today.
Who?
That's what Ken did. Ken gave away a drone
earlier
today.
this morning. Yep.
Yeah. And then who else? We had Mr. Feeney who was supposed to come in, Frederick, and I guess he blew me off again. This is the second time he blew me off, so I don't know.
Well, you said he texted you and he had a situation at home with his children, which is a good possibility.
Yeah, you never know what can happen.
But wait a minute. He told me that last time.
The kids didn't disappear. He still got them.
That's true.
Kids can be a handful, especially now where they've been locked up in houses for so long and have to sit in front of a computer to try to go to school. I would say children would be a total handful now.
You never know.
I believe that. But let's see. Here's what he said today. I'm trying to get it to work. The cam isn't initializing. Never used it before. Sorry, bro. I'm trying. And I said, okay, no problem. No worries. You could come in the next stream, so that's fine. Whatever.
It is what it is, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I don't care. It's just, he was supposed to be on last time. I really wanted to talk about what he knows about all these Feeney products and stuff.
But anyway, yeah. I mean, when it comes to back to this whole remote ID crap and the beyond visual line of sight stuff, it's like the other thing is, especially with FPV, right? Reality is there's so many people that put those goggles on every day, and there's nobody around. There's no spotter around, and they're done safely. There's no issue with it, but technically, it's illegal every time you do that. I just wish that they could I wish that they could look at the reality of what's going on and help to create rules that make sense. Okay. Like, that's what I wish they would do. And it's clear from the very beginning they had no freaking clue what they were doing.
You know what you need to do, John? Somebody that flies drones and really knows a lot about them needs to get involved in the government and become part of the FAA.
Right.
That's the only way to really make changes from the inside out.
Well, Bill was saying, I agree. Bill was saying someone someone famous, we should get him in, Remember, Bill?
Yeah, but the whole point is who? We got to find them.
Right.
We got to find somebody famous that likes to fly drones that doesn't realize that they're about to get screwed out of flying.
Sean is so right, though, because, when they were holding the DAC meetings, probably like 2 or 3 months from now, a year ago, and just to listen to what they were saying, it's like, my God, these people really have no idea what we do. They really just the way the people who are in the FAA were having their discussion at this meeting. They really just had no clue about what we did.
I agree. And between the stuff going on with the FAA and the drones, and between this other damn bill that's 5,000 pages long that's going on right now, I've lost all faith in like the government. There's just a bunch of people that don't know crap. They're faking it, they're winging it, and they're using our money to do it. So like, it's just, I'm starting to get so ticked off with everything lately. It sucks.
I know.
Ethan's made a really good point. Ethan says he personally feels that he has better situational awareness when flying FPV than he does when flying line of sight with a camera bird. Right. I mean, I can actually agree with that. And, you know, the FAA will say, no, you got to be full line of sight to have the best awareness or whatever. But reality is different. It's just, it's like everyone's heads are in the sand. Nobody's flying beyond visual line. Nobody ever flies behind a building real quick. Nobody ever flies behind a tree and doesn't, like, the rules are made in such a way that, like, you know, we're constantly breaking the speed limit every day to some degree, okay, which we do.
Guys, these rules are made to do one thing simple. Frustrate us to the point of giving up.
Right.
I think they're just made to be broken.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, if they don't correct that language in there about how to comply with a remote ID module, the person who must be on the sticks and be able to see the drone, if they don't clarify that, oh my God, there's no hope to even try to get the FPV guys to comply if there is some direction on that one.
I personally don't think even 50% of the people that own drones are going to put modulars on their drone, on their older ones, unless they become bricked. That's the only way that I can see most of the people in the hobby doing it.
I mean,
well, remember, John, we were talking about the Bugs 3 earlier. Those drones are just meant to rip. They don't, I mean, you can get footage on them, yeah, but they're just meant to raise hell with.
Yeah.
And they're done for. They're done for.
Yeah, unless you can stick a module to a leg or something like that.
But why would you freaking want to, man?
No one wants to do any of this. None of this makes any
But
sense.
again, if someone has one of those and it will take off without the modular and they're just ripping around, you really think those people are going to go, well, damn it, it's sitting right there. I'm never going to fly it again. It's right there. Yeah, they're going to still fly it.
Of course.
Most people are still going to fly.
It's all ridiculous.
That's what they do. You know, I'm
And
sorry.
this whole document, right, is what I call like hand wavy stuff. It's like, okay, there will be an external module and it will broadcast somehow with some unknown transmission and people will be able to receive it. Maybe Wi-Fi, maybe Bluetooth. You know, it's just like they're waving their hand. They're like, you know, this will be so, and in 18 months. Like, come on.
It's just not gonna happen. Most people don't even register their drones.
Are you serious?
So the majority of people that have hobbyists don't even do their little registration. You know, so like, how do they really expect to get those people to buy a modular for a drone that they bought a year ago? It's just
I guess with the manufacturer requirement though, 18 months from now, where they're saying that the drone has to have remote ID on board. The off-the-shelf people are just buying it off the shelf. It's going to be on there. It will be on there.
Yeah.
Now, I guess the question is...
and there's people like us who, like, I'm sure I'll buy one, right, for something, whatever I haven't sold. I'm sure it's not going to be that expensive. I'll probably add one to at least one of my drones. And I'll have that one in the car with me no matter where I go. You know, so I think the modular can be switched, but then I don't know how it works on the remote. If you got to switch that from remote
Well,
to
here's
remote.
the thing. Don't you have to register each drone now? So wouldn't you probably
No, they dropped that actually for hobbyists. If you're
I
part of
thought the
107,
hobbyists
you
was
still have to
one
register each
registration.
drone. Yeah.
I think 107 you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they did want to make us register every drone as a hobbyist as well. But they dropped that, and so as a hobbyist, you actually could get one module. And if this module could be swapped from drone to drone to drone, technically you would only need one module, and you just stick it to whatever drone you're flying. Like maybe it'll be something as simple as like, you know, those little light beacons that people Velcro onto their minis and stuff like that. Like that that's the only way I see that being feasible.
But the thing about it with the database, supposedly the only thing the general public's going to be able to see is the ID number, and then the ID number is the access to your personal data. Isn't that the way it's supposed to be? I don't think that they're going to have total access to your data.
The broadcast elements are going to be your registration number and your pilot position, where you took off from, which is great because now every Tom, Dick, and Harry who might be able to see that can come and try to beat you up.
Wait, I got a question for you. So if it's from where you took off from, what if you take off and sort of walk?
You can
down a ways and walk into a new spot.
Russ from 51 Drones brought that up today. He's like, the way it's currently set up, yeah, you could do that. In a lot of cases, that's not feasible. He said, but you could do it.
Especially if you're flying FPV, because you're going to have all your packs there. You're going to have.
How many? You really think FPV people are going to be putting these things on their FPV drones?
No,
I don't.
The thing about it is we got to figure out how serious they're going to be about enforcement of this. If they spend all this time and money putting this shit together, then they're probably going to enforce it, even if it's in a minimal way.
Okay, well, right now, how do they enforce it right now? They don't. I mean, they do, but they don't, right?
Well, we got somebody hanging, wondering what's going to happen. I mean,
if you get complaints, like if somebody complains enough about somebody, then they'll look into it, right?
Yeah.
And usually, what do? They don't just fine you. Typically, they don't just fine you. They talk to you first. Right?
Something tells me the minute delivery drones hit the air, you're going to get an assload of complaints every day.
Yeah,
and they're going to be hitting the hobbyists first, and then the big companies second.
You blame it on the delivery drone. That wasn't me. That was Amazon.
Yeah, but by then you're going to have remote ID. By then you're going to have remote ID on your drone, and they're going to know exactly if it was you or not.
Okay, who's going to know? Your neighbor?
No, the government.
How? Because the neighbor, somebody has to get it. Who's got to?
No. You're okay. When you have a remote ID device on your drone, your information and your takeoff position is logged.
Yes, I understand that.
Right.
But
So
somebody's got to complain. Who's going to complain? The neighbor, right? The little lady down the road.
Or a cop riding by, or a forest ranger riding by. Who we've seen in a million videos.
Okay, those guys will be aware, but who complains now? It's not those guys usually.
I don't
right?
think, like with Michael, I don't think anybody complained. I think it was that he got flagged, that like a computer algorithm flagged him. I don't think that he got complained upon like he was thinking so much. I really don't. I think that really and truthfully, some algorithm just.
Well, I'm not speaking
him out.
I'm actually just speaking in general. I was just speaking about in a neighborhood here or there. Who complains most? It's somebody that lives down the lane. Like I was flying. We've got a Facebook group for our neighborhood, and somebody was complaining about people flying drones through the neighborhood. Right?
Really?
Luckily, it wasn't me that day, but that's the kind of people that complain. And of course, everybody on there was like, "Lady, shut up! It's no big deal. Piss off. They're not spying on you." But
if you put a bunch of delivery drones in the air and the hobby drones that are in the air now, then logically your complaints are going to go up.
Yes, but my point is the general public, just like the general public who flies, don't register now and won't get these modules. The general public who don't fly and don't know crap about the FAA releasing this new stuff, because guess what? They don't get on our YouTube channels. They don't follow our stuff. They don't listen to any of this. They could care less about like all the real technical things going on with drones. They don't realize that they'll be able to jump on and go, "Hey, I saw a drone. Let me jump online and see if I can find this guy's ID number."
Right. Honestly, we're all of us are higher risk than the average person flying a drone, only because we put stuff on YouTube. If we didn't put stuff on YouTube, probably even when this remote ID crap comes out, if you were flying an older drone without it somewhere, let's be honest, what are your chances of getting in trouble if you never post it to YouTube? You don't do anything. I mean, even if a cop even if someone complains, Karen down the street complains, cop shows up at your house, says, Karen doesn't like you flying your drone. You're like, oh, okay, sorry, not gonna do it. Like, is he really gonna take that all the way to the FAA and be like, son, show me your remote ID? Like, It's probably not going to happen, right?
And the reason people on YouTube get busted is usually you'll get a hater that just doesn't like you for some reason. They don't even know you. They're just judging you off of a few videos.
Yeah.
Because, videos, depends on how you do your videos. They can let people in a little bit or a lot, but it's still just like a little window. It's not like really getting to know the person as well as you would if you hung out with them. And then you get these haters from that. I get people that leave ugly comments, and the best thing you can do is just try to get them to keep talking, because that means they have to come back and leave another comment and leave another, which builds more for the algorithm for your video. Like you troll the troll. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
But those are the people you got to be careful with too, because those are the ones who are going to be like, yeah, I'm going to call the FAA and send them links to this guy's drone channel.
Right, and it's kind of sad because, like, unless the person is doing something truly egregious with the drone, right? They has to be like to report somebody to the FAA. You have to be, at least in my mind, you have to be doing something truly horrible for it to be worth it. And I'm talking like the guy who flew at an airport and showed himself waving to the camera as he went and flew the planes, and somebody like that. If you're going to report somebody, it better be for a damn good reason, because all you're doing when you report is increasing the FAA's drone incident report number. That's all you're doing.
Yeah.
I'm still. Did we ever really get that damage assessment report that we were supposed to get from all this? It was going to tell us how devastatingly terrible consumer or hobby drones were.
No,
we never saw it, but they swore up and down it existed.
Yeah. Now, we never got anything like that. Nope. The risk assessment, I think it was pushed for a lot, and we never got anything about it. So, this whole thing is a disaster. And
did you guys ever see this, John?
Yes, the Navy Angels.
You saw this?
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? This guy, his name was, I think his name was Giovanni Luca or something. He actually said he ended up paying no fine.
You know what's crazy, though, right? Technically, he's nowhere near those things, right? He's not going to crash. He's not going to make a crash. Like, he's way further away than what it looks like.
But did he have Lance approval?
But he did have approval?
I don't know. I don't know the nature of all of his stuff. All I know is I don't think he paid anything. He just kind of made it go away from what I saw in a comment that he left. Could be a lie. Who the hell knows?
I mean,
I don't think most people that get these bills, this is the other thing too, the most people that get these fines from the FAA, they don't end up actually having to pay them. They settle and they deal with it.
Yep. And if you honestly didn't see his props, now that's a little close. That's crazy right there.
Yeah, this was reckless. This was irresponsible. And the reason why is because they had a no-fly right there. They had a no-fly order there.
Cool ass picture though, huh?
Oh, it is. I'm not gonna lie.
That's very awesome.
And what makes no sense, why didn't it wash out the damn drone? You got 5 jets flying over at 200, 300 plus miles per hour. You would figure sure it would wipe that little drone out.
He's still not as close as you think.
The wind, yeah.
Michael Wright, I want to stop. Michael Wright, they fined NERC. You ever see the train video? NERC FPV? He had to pay a pretty big fine for that video.
Really?
Supposedly. Yep. NERC paid a pretty big fine for.
You're talking about the one where he flew all around the train with the FPV drone?
He got fined pretty bad for that one. Yep, it was
That's a shame because that was dope.
Yeah, well, he got fined for it.
Oh, I hope he made a lot of money on the views.
I know, right?
I don't want to misquote it, but I know it was in the thousands, like 5,000. I think is what he got fined for it.
Damn.
Don't quote me on it, but I know it was a decent-ish fine for one friggin' video. Granted, maybe
because he flew close to it, because you can fly over a train.
I don't know what they got him on exactly. I
mean, he didn't hit the train.
I don't know what they got him on, but I just know he was fined for it.
Wow.
Yep. So people have been fined for it.
Wow. It's crazy, huh?
Yeah,
Well,
I actually think I'm going to sell a lot of my drones this year.
You
I'm
are?
going to sell my Mavic Zoom. I'm going to sell the original Mavic Air, and I am debating whether I'm going to keep the original Mavic Pro just to keep it for like a souvenir or get rid of it too.
Wait a minute. Did I hear that correctly? You're going to sell the original Mavic Air? No, I can't believe you said that. Not you.
Probably. I love the form factor on it still. The weight, the build, the original Air's construction, I still love more than the Air 2. But I mean, the things that it can do things that the Air 2 can't. Like you can fly it with your hand. Just like this, you can fly it, and you can have it track you. No controller. You can fly it with your phone. You can do things like that. Since I've got a Mini 2, the pocketable size of it isn't like the big draw for me anymore, which it used to be able. I could put it in my jeans pocket and just go off with it. Mini 2 does that, so I don't need that. I don't fly with the phone anymore or my hand because now I have the Skydio 2. So I don't really need it. Now I'm just hanging on to it because it's cool looking.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, gentlemen. And apparently the Nerks video, they went after him. They said it was reckless use of a drone. That's what they got him on. Nothing to do with unlocks or anything else. It was reckless use of a drone.
That's personal opinion. That's amazing they can get you on a personal opinion.
I don't know. Michael Wright is saying they thought they dismissed his fine. I heard that he ended up paying, but I guess only he would know the answer to that.
Yeah, exactly how much he paid.
But either way, though, they went after him. That was my point. They actually did go after him. So what happened in the end, I still think I heard that he got fined. But either way, it does happen. Now, I guess I better not making train videos that get 1 million views, and then I won't get fined, right?
Oh, Ethan says it's illegal to fly over a moving train. I had not heard that before.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What about right next to it? What if you're not exactly over it? What if you're just like 2 feet to the side of it?
If you're to the side, I don't think that's illegal. I think you're good if it's to the side.
That's the thing. All these rules have so many interpretations,
Yeah, and it just depends on who interprets it that day.
It's kind of funny because I could have been actually pretty close to violating that because when I was in New York State, I went to this place called the Mudna Viaduct. And it's this old viaduct, and I didn't think it was still active. I didn't think trains still went through it. And I was hovering right around the area, and then suddenly a train comes, and I'm going close. I'm going toward the train, but my battery was so low that I didn't get a chance to do any kind of flyover stuff. But I didn't even think that flying over a train could be illegal. So I didn't end up doing it because of my battery life. I mean, I just came that close to possibly violating an FAA right.
Hey, Mike, I wanted to holler at you really quick and say thank you very much. I'm going to bail out. Happy New Year to you all. And don't forget, we're going to have our coming back with season 5 next Wednesday. And we're going to talk about remote ID from now till hell freezes over for that whole episode. So come over there and join us there.
Thanks for joining.
You take care.
Did he freeze? Did Mike freeze?
Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah, he did. He froze. Oh, God.
I'll wait till he gets back, so that way, because
his pinky's so good. How you doing?
Do it, Bill. What's up to everybody? We'll make you feel okay.
I'm gonna sell all my drones and quit the hobby.
I mean, John, I tell you, I'm happy that my channel is more than just drones, because if this shit does ever just really blow up and kill it, at least I'm not completely dead in the water.
It's not frozen anymore.
Yeah, you have a diversified channel, which is good.
All right, gentlemen. Happy New Year's. Safe and healthy and prosperous New Year's to everybody. Peace.
Later.
You take care. Yeah, I mean, you've got so much going on your channel that you would be able to survive without the drones at this point.
No, I tell you, it's a plus and a negative at the same time when you have such a diversified topics, because it makes you get your subscriber count is so much slower whenever you have so many different things going on. Because people will come to your channel. Let's say I have somebody who wants to watch about this snowboard product review I did. And then he sees all the other stuff is drones. He's like, I could give two craps about that. So he doesn't subscribe. And vice versa. The drones guys, whenever I post a video that's snowboarding, they don't click on it. They don't want to watch it, even though that the majority of them still will have drone stuff in it. Like, that's the thing a lot of people don't get. I try to use these action cameras and drones in every video if I can, even if it's not about them, you know? Just and I try to film and edit it in ways that are sort of creative and artistic. So hopefully that the people that do watch can go, oh, look how we put that together with that. Sort of like what you mentioned earlier, how I mix a vlog style stuff in with some drone stuff and talk and do some stuff and make it connect. And, you know, I probably should do more tutorials teaching how to do that even, or how I do it at least, because I don't know if I do it correct. You know, most of us are just making this crap up as we go.
I tell you what, tutorial content, I think tutorial content is some of the most, I guess, how do you say it? Gives you the best returns long term. That's for sure.
It really does.
I mean,
John,
go ahead.
Even if it doesn't kick off right away, like I've done videos that got like 100 views, and like 6 months later, it's got like 5,000 views.
Yep, it's a trickle.
The interesting thing is that, what's he doing? Hi.
I'm just saying bye to Michael White. He's got a
I didn't see that. I'm sorry, Mike.
I didn't see that either.
My
I
apologies.
didn't have the screen up.
But what was I saying? Now I've lost my
The
train of thought.
tutorials, how like you make a tutorial and then months down the road, hey, this thing's got 5,000 views.
Yeah. And this, depending on what the tutorial is for, if it's about a product or something, there's a lifespan, right? And you'll see it die over the time. If it's something about how to edit or how to do something that is what they call evergreen content, there's stuff that I have on my channel that's still growing just as strong now as it was like 3 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. You know, that lifespan, I was literally just talking with one of my friends about that especially since, you know, what I do is a lot of these drone reviews.
Yeah.
So many of them, some of those videos, they're done. People never, my channel is probably a sea of 80% of videos that are just never going to get much more traffic because they had their heyday, they were good for a while, and then they're out.
Yeah. And that's how it is, even with like new releases on DJI stuff. Like if you can get something early from them, you're guaranteed to have a video that blows up on day of release, you know, guaranteed.
That's why I think a lot of people just buy it. I know people just buy it for their channel. They'll just buy it for the channel.
Or like when I got the Mini 2, you made the joke, like I was talking about wanting another portable, and you made the joke about and for the views, and I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I mean that ain't gonna hurt, you know?
Because I just know so many people that absolutely do buy that stuff to get the views, and I don't blame them because it works. It works. You buy a DJI product, people will come to the channel, you will get views. Although I heard that this time around, that the Mini 2 didn't get as good of views for some people as I thought. I'm wondering if that could be because of that initial leak. You know, that one guy got it, and
I mean, it's not a brand new thing anymore. It's like the Air to the Air 2, a totally different form factor. So it's brand new, even though it's still being called the 2. The Mini 1 to 2, exactly the same, just a different connection.
Just not that big of a deal as well. Yeah, it's just not that big of a deal.
It's funny. I did like a silly video the other day, John, on throwing your drone as the Mini 2. And, you know, you can throw those. Like, if you just move them like this, the props go. If you start it, you can just sort of toss it and it goes. And most people realize I'm being silly in the video, right? But you get some people that are comment, that's so bad for your drone. You shouldn't teach people how to do that. You know, you're like, people are grown-ups, man. If they want to do it, they do it. Whatever.
I could talk all day about the comments, man. Oh, man. All day long, I could go about all the stupid comments I got. You know, there was a guy the other day, he left some comment about, you know, why would anyone want to buy a drone that's unstabilized? They should make drones that have stabilized cameras. And this is a drone that's like $60. It's a toy. And I said, dude, if you want that, then go pay something more than $60.
You know, it's crazy. Like with the Mini 2, you know, one of the reasons I got it was because to me it's disposable. Right? I know it's still expensive. Don't get me wrong. It's what, $400 or $500. But that's a lot easier for me to lose than one that's over $1,000. So
Yeah.
being here in the mountains, I'm flying in. Like if I lose it, it's gone. I can't just walk back and get it. I have to climb a freaking mountain to get it. It's not something I'm gonna do. I'm just not gonna spend like 8 hours climbing some mountain to try to hopefully locate it.
Exactly. I guess everyone has a tolerance for how much that they can lose, and obviously something like the Mini, it'll suck if you lose it, but it won't be as bad as losing an Air 2 or a Mavic 2 Pro.
But that's why I didn't get the Flymore kit, because if I got the Flymore kit, then I have a bag and I have extra batteries. So if I lose the drone, now I've got a controller, bag, batteries, all this stuff that don't work with anything anymore.
Exactly.
So I just thought, since I'm buying it with the idea that it's going to be in my pocket on hikes, that if I lose it, I might as well just lose it,
I tell you what, when it comes to speaking of losing drones, the FPV drone made me think of it. Not that you're going to lose it when you get it, but just made me think of it. That'd be really cool. I think that you'll be able to get some shots with that FPV drone that you're just, you just can't get them with what you've been using. So I do hope you pick it up. I think that's going to get a lot of attention.
Well, if you recall, I was waiting. Last time we were on a show together, it's been a few months now, I think. But I was waiting. I was saying, no, there's one coming. It's got new goggles, new controller, supposedly. And I guess the goggles are a part too. So I was right when I was thinking it was some secondary version. Now, I don't know how that's going to work. None of us do 100%. If that will work with other drones, if that's going to work with, like, what's the big difference in the new goggles and the old goggles?
Nobody knows yet. Based on some of the rumors, well, here's what we do know. Looking at the FCC page, the 5.8 gigahertz band stuff hasn't been changed, but I think they added 2.4 gigahertz to it. There's some speculation that there's some sort of OcuSync going on in there. So who knows what? Like
2.4 should penetrate further.
Well, it depends though. Yeah, it depends.
Because even just like a Wi-Fi router, you've got your lower signal isn't as fast, but it's further.
But with FPV, we use 5.8 gig. That has something to do with the laws surrounding band usage. All of FPV is on 5.8. Even DJI's digital system is on there. But those new goggles supposedly have 2.4 in there. And I think OcuSync runs on 2.4. So who knows? Maybe you can get maybe you can get Air 2 to your goggles or something like that. Like maybe that's something that they added. Who the hell knows? Or maybe the FPV drone has OcuSync in it and it can work in tandem with all that stuff. I don't see them breaking. If they do, they just killed themselves out of FPV. I don't think that they would break compatibility with the existing Air units and all the stuff that people bought, especially this past summer too. So many people bought those goggles when they went on sale for $600, dude. So many people bought them. I mean, that's what made me bite. The goggles and the 2 Air units and the cameras and all that crap went on sale for $600, and we jumped in. If they have these V2 goggles and they don't work with any of that crap now, it's gonna piss so many people off.
Before I take off out of here, let me ask Michael and Sergio, what do you guys fly? What's your main? Michael, you got no sound.
Oh, what's going on here?
I fly the Mavic Air 2, and I just got the Mini 2. The Mini 2
I like
and
your sign up there, man. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I designed it. It's my new thing.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. I like that. And Michael, we can't hear you.
We can't hear you, Mark.
Sean, when do you think your next live stream is going to be?
I'm going to start trying to do one at least every other week on Monday nights at 8 o'clock.
Okay, cool.
It's Mountain Time, of course.
Mountain Time. Okay, that's good. That won't... Actually, that's perfect because that won't conflict with Ron and them show, the Xeno Nation. Because I know that's 9 Eastern.
Yeah, 8 o'clock here will be 9 Central, and 10 Eastern.
Yeah, so then that'll be fine. That'd be perfect.
So
I don't think anybody has that time slot, actually.
What's that?
I don't know of any other live streams that use that time slot on Monday too, so that'd be good.
Yeah, it was either that or I do it Tuesday during the day, and I put a little vote thing up, and most people voted for in the evening. So
I think I voted for that too.
I appreciate you inviting me on. Sorry I was a little late getting here, guys.
It's okay. It's okay. We're happy to have you in the show, and thank you for stopping by. And Happy New Year, man.
Yeah, thanks. You too, guys. And John, it's always good talking to you as well. Nice meeting you, Mike.
Johnny.
Happy New Year, guys. You all take care.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Don't forget, guys. Be safe.
You too. Peace.